Well, okay. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun night, and I think the guy who's with me will also feel that way. Welcome to SkyTour LiveStream, everybody. This is Mark D'Antonio, of course, and I have with me, of course,
Yeah, let's not get it crooked. This is SkyTour LiveStream, but we're also on P&K, so welcome to both people.
I was about to say that. I was introducing you and saying, hey, we're simulcast on P&K SpaceImaging as well. Yeah. It's SkyTour LiveStream on P&K SpaceImaging and vice versa.
We're letting people in on the fun.
They are
tonight.
all here. That's right. That's correct. So for those of you commenting over in P&K, come on over.
Oh, shoot. I better go over there and look at that, shouldn't I?
Right? So for those of you over there, come on over to SkyTour LiveStream and hang out with all of us over here. That'd be kind of fun.
Absolutely.
So what are we doing tonight? Well, obviously tonight, all the equipment is still out at the Arizona site. We haven't gone live yet. So for those thinking, oh, they got an observatory tonight, I'm afraid not. Marianne, however, who is in the chat. Hi, Marianne. I was speaking to her today, probably for an hour and a half, maybe more. And she very kindly set up the observatory computer out there so we could do a simulated observatory run, and it worked great. So we have beautiful operational capability. It's fantastic, man. It's really good. So
we are on it.
We are on it. Yeah. And of course, Keith, how have you been, man?
I'm alive. Can't complain.
Well, no one's gonna listen anyway, but yeah, that's
probably.
True. Yeah.
So I'll just sit over here in my corner.
Yeah, that's right.
And hello to everybody. Marianne, hello, and people from P&K, of course, Justin ERO, Eric Guevara, all you guys. We are simulcast on both channels tonight because we're just doing a hangout, letting people chill. It's not a. Well, it's always educational, but it's more like a kickback
fun.
night. So everybody can participate.
Tonight.
Everybody can ask for stuff. Everybody can chill. Our language is a little more laxed tonight, so forgive us.
Well, forgive.
We don't
Keith.
have an agenda tonight. We just kind of wanted to hang out with everybody and see how everybody was doing.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, tonight is going to be a kind of a fun night. So we're going to play with a bunch of different fun things we like to do. This one we're playing with here is called SpaceImaging. Allows us to drive around the cosmos. We can leave the galaxy and go see trillions of galaxies outside of our own. That's fun. So you can see what's outside of our whole galaxy and cluster of galaxies that we sit within. It's really a lot of cool fun. SpaceImagin's really neat. It actually is pretty accurate. Right down to seeing the auroras at the North Pole when you head up there. So that's really cool and a lot of fun. So there's just so many things that we can do with this product. It's just a blast, And I want to say hello to everybody that decided to jump in here early with us. David Schmidt, of course. Hey there. How you doing? Cypher2, Tara.
Mr. Schmidt.
David Schmidt is here from Bangkok area. Yeah, I can't say he's in Bangkok anymore. I think he moved out of Bangkok. Is that correct, David? Let us know.
I received a beautiful New Year's card from David, all the way from over there.
I got a Christmas card from David.
Yeah, mine wasn't actually. It wasn't a Christmas card. It was actually a New Year's card.
Okay, maybe that's what I got, and I thought it was a Christmas card.
But it's beautiful. It's gold.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. He sent me a gold ingot.
Thank you.
He actually sent me a gold ingot the size of my hand. The shipping must have been horrible on that thing. Holy cow!
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was worth about what, $50K, I think. But he didn't. He said he didn't need it, so he sent it to me.
Well,
you didn't get one, did you? Didn't?
No, he sent me a Ferrari.
He sent you what?
A Ferrari.
A Ferrari. Yeah, but yours was used.
Hey,
it was a used Ferrari.
Still a Ferrari.
Somebody soiled the driver's seat on that one. So, folks, welcome. Hey, we're having fun. I want to also say hello to Renee Cruz is here, and I think that we have Don D is here with us. PG is here. You're the early birds. Thank goodness you guys showed up, because I would not know what to do if all you had to talk to was Keith. I'm telling you, the guy is a madman.
No. Yes.
Yeah, remember? It's like Monty Python. No, 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 no. Yes.
And you know what? For as much talking as we do, let me just say to both the P&K channel that we're live on right now, as well as SkyTour LiveStream, how are you all doing? Hope you all are doing good.
Yeah,
the main reason for us to hang out tonight is just so everybody can just be a part of it. You can ask questions. You can ask them to go to different planets. Whatever you want to do, we're just here to hang out tonight.
Sure.
No agenda, no nothing. You might learn a thing or two from the man on the screen, but yeah, we're just here to hang out on a Friday night since most of us can't go to bars anymore. Well, for now, anyway.
Yeah.
So,
see, and
hope you all are doing good.
I have my glass of water here that used to be tea, but the ice melted.
And I have my glass of tea here that used to be water, but
exactly. So I hope you guys are doing awesome. I mean, PG says we are great. Renee says magnificent, fantastic. That's what I want to hear. And Renee,
awesome.
Yes, this is Space Engine we're playing with. It's really a real fun product to play with. I love playing around with this. I really like the fact that it's extremely realistic. It does. You get a weather report, and you get the actual clouds for that moment, and then you actually get the proper day and night cycle, which is neat. But you can adjust all that, which is neat as well. Pretty cool, man.
You guys have no idea what into making the stream happen on 2 channels at one time.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Let's just say that some of us forget to even hit the stream button.
I know, but see, Keith,
because there's like way too many of them now.
Look, but you understand, Keith. You shouldn't feel bad.
Yeah,
you shouldn't feel
every
bad.
time, dude. It always happens. Like every time we go to stream, something's different. Whether it's OBS, Skype, YouTube, it doesn't matter. One of them's going to change it and make us hit a couple 4-letter words on the way in. But we got it.
Yeah, that's
it seems to be working. Everybody seems to
and
hear us.
It did do we did do a couple of those 4-letter word things. Unfortunately, because I was running the music and thinking I was streaming. I did it again.
You did it again.
And we weren't streaming. We were just like talking to each other, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I said, "How come no one's chatting? How come no one's chatting?" And hey, Fantasy, how you? And it was well, Keith said, "Did you actually hit the stream button?" He goes over in the broadcast software. I went, "Oh, wait. Oh, yes, that's what I got to do." And I'm not even sure I'm streaming right now, but the fact that people are saying things and seeing things, well, I'm guessing that we are actually visible as well.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I got both channels up on the one screen because I got like one of those nice little wide screens.
Yep.
I can fit 2 full tabs on, and it's looking like everybody is good to go.
Awesome. All right. You'll notice.
I will say the P&K people are going ham with the thumbs up compared to the SkyTour. I'm just, I'm not saying that we're better, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
it's going to be a competition all night.
I don't know, not at all. You know why? Because you were there first. You deserve all the accolades you get. You built that channel from nothing, and you know something?
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. You're the one that got me streaming. So hey, why would I turn on you? I mean, I would never do that. You're a good guy, and whether even though you
don't tell people
brag
that,
a lot about
it,
here's an interesting shot. Look, here is the Earth, and right down here at the bottom is the Moon. At the realistic distance away that the Moon really is from the Earth. Not this here, but actually, if we were to move away, from the Earth, all right, you'll say, well, wait a minute, what's going on? How far away is the Moon? And you'd have to actually begin to spin things around to see just how far away the Moon really is, because it's getting annoying. Look out, it's going right behind me. Oh, hold on, I gotta move out of the way.
It's a little BB thing.
It's a little BB thing, and it even gets further away, so let's just keep going.
Let's also tell people Mark's front yard no longer has any equipment in it.
Well, the dome has been sold. I sold it to a gentleman who wanted a dome. I finally designed a building that is going to handle automation much better than that dome.
I have a problem with you about that.
Talk to me about it.
Well, it's not really a problem. It's just more or less a question.
Okay.
I know when you opened up that dome,
Yes.
that it was considered the John Zack Memorial.
Yeah.
What happens with that? Is it still considered that even though you sold it? Or are you moving that tag to the new place or what?
The tag will be on the new building.
Okay.
By the way, the new building is going to be modular, of a brand new design. I actually have a physics work through that I can actually show you guys of this actually doing what it's supposed to do. You can actually see how the roof is going to roll on and off. And it's not like the one in Arizona. It's very different.
And we should mention also that none of this would be happening unless you guys thank that lady in chat, Marianne Robb.
That's right.
Or none of this would be happening
That's
with
right.
going out west and getting this whole thing set up. Without Marianne,
That's
none
right.
of this happens. So
That's
once we
right.
go live with this, even now, if you want to, give a big thanks to Marianne Robb
you let her
in the
know.
SkyTour LiveStream chat.
You let her know because she's the one that's doing it. She's the one that's
Yep.
making it all happen.
She is putting in the work.
Yep, she is.
Her and Tara.
Yeah, Tara D in there she is the other one, and I can tell you this: Tara and Marianne together, they make this happen. Without them, none of this would be happening. Tara's door is phenomenal. The door is a beautiful rendering of the Orion Nebula with STLS at the bottom, the SkyTour LiveStream thing. She's a wonderful Arizona artist, extremely creative. See, that's how it's supposed to work, and just incredible. Now here,
I think you should engrave Marianne's name on the post.
well, actually, we're doing better than that because see,
Are you?
Marianne has been so instrumental in getting everything done that the observatory is being named after her, and it's being
Nice.
named after the person on whose land it is. So it's going to be called the Maudlin-Hain Observatory.
Nice.
All right, and that's the official name of the Arizona Observatory, Maudlin-Hain, and it has Tara's door on it. That's beautiful. I'm going to show you this now. This, what you're seeing on your screen now, this is the observatory that I'm putting in here. It's only an 8-foot by 8-foot building, but check out the roof. All right, it's going to be actuated by linear actuators, and it's going to do this.
The hell is a roof?
Yeah, not a roof, a roof.
A roof?
Yeah, a roof. It's a, well, this is just a rough rendering of the roof.
I was wondering what a roof is.
Yeah, well, that's a thing that's asleep back here.
Anyway, that's
Yeah,
how
but
it
see
works,
that?
guys.
That's how it's gonna. Oh, hey, so that's how it's gonna actually go on and off. It's gonna have this really interesting little pivot mechanism, and then right down here is gonna be a little tiny, like a plunger, like on the doors when they close, the things that keep the door from slamming. Those little tiny plungers. They look like little hydraulic arms. Well, imagine that you put a motor in one of those and make it move out and in. That can actually push hundreds of pounds each. And the roof is only going to weigh about 200 pounds max, less than that actually. So it's going to push from right about here, and it's only going to push 12 inches, and it's going to take the roof all the way to that position. So once it does this, okay, now the telescope is in there. And this roof doesn't have to be flat like this. This roof can be arched. The roof can be anything to make way for the telescope. So the telescope can have a gorgeous view, right? Because this can be a humped roof. And then when this comes off, it'll just be roof. Yeah, it'll come off. See, but see when it comes off, it's going to go up into the air. See, it's not going to touch.
But
the
here's
telescope.
the thing, all you West Coasters, we better start hearing from you. Now we know we're going to hear from Tara. We know we're going to hear from Marianne because they're there. They're in the thick of it.
That's right.
But our Texas people, California, Nevada, Utah, all around that area. If we happen to get out there, we better hear from you, and you better make a little car trip.
Oh, we're going to be out there.
I'm just saying if we decide to have a big drunken party in the desert. I'm not saying we are.
A big drunken party.
We definitely are. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's definitely happening. Just make
Definitely
sure you
no,
keep in touch.
yeah. And I don't even drink, so I'll be the designated. Well, I'll be the guy that pulls your face out of the sand, I guess.
Oh yeah. I don't drink either. That's a total lie.
That's like that Jim Carrey movie, Liar Liar. You know. Hey, you look positively ugly today. He couldn't believe he's.
You know where I got that from? I got it. Was it Deadpool movie?
Oh yeah.
It's like, I never told you to do that. I'm so proud of you. That's my conscience talking.
Yeah.
But hey, what can you do? So, hey, Mark, what kind of prank did you decide to pull today?
Yeah, that's something cool that sort of that happened. You know, here's here's what happened. Okay, first of all, I was, you know what? I'll show you. I'll actually show you. I can show you what I did because I'm sharing my display with you guys because I think it's kind of cool. And I'm just gonna open a new window. All right, and now imagine this. I actually had I had taken my my computer for the observatory out there, and I sent it out to Marianne, and for storage out there. And of course, she was amazingly happy to do so, and I really liked that. I thought that was really wonderful of her. Well, guess what? I had to test it. Now, I decided I was going to do the test, but I was going to do a little switcheroo. And the reason I did this, and I'll tell you what I mean in a minute, is because when I was out there, Marianne lets me use one of her vehicles to go out into the desert. And when I drove out into the desert, it was beautiful, shiny, red, clean, looked beautiful. A nice expedition, beautiful fire engine red. Well, I drove it out there. And when I got out there, I had gone through some arroyos, those dry river gulches, and ran over a couple of little rocks, which I thought clunked underneath. I was like, oh no, what happened? I was being careful, very, very careful with someone else's vehicle. And I also scraped a couple of cactuses that were the bushy kind. And I was going
irresponsible,
down the sides, like, oh no. And I stop and, get out and look to see what happened. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, Marianne says this is all old news. We want to know what happened today. What did you do to poor Marianne?
I have to set this up because now you'll see where it's coming from.
Okay.
Now, I do
Get to
that.
the point, D'Antonio.
I come back to her house after going to the desert and taking care of things. A couple days later, she comes out, looks at her car, and goes, "What the heck did you do to my car?" And I looked at it, and as I'm sitting here today, it was covered with scratches. It had scratches everywhere. And she walks around the car with this look on her face like, what have you done? I mean, this is a cop now. I was seriously thinking I'm in trouble. I got to get her a new paint job. That's what I was thinking. And then she looks at this dent in the rear quarter panel and says, this wasn't here before. What is this? I go, I did hit a rock. And I was all nervous. I was like, oh, no. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm rapidly adding it up. $5,000 for the paint job, $4,000 for this. Oh my gosh, got to repair that. And she let me go like that for like, I'd say 15 minutes. Marianne, you know best. And so then she couldn't hold it anymore. And about 15 minutes later, she starts laughing. I go, what are you laughing at? She goes, those scratches were there already. She goes, the dust just gets attracted to them when you drive out in the desert. And that dent,
Mark's over there like, oh, good. I think I peed a little.
That did. The dent was 2 years old. She's laughing. She's beet-faced red with laughter. I'm like, okay. So I bided my time, folks. I bided my time. Yes, I did. And what did I do? Well, what I did was I went to use my computer today at Marianne's house, and I was doing the remote connection so I could connect remotely to it. Okay. And as I said to Marianne, I go, I can't seem to get in. I don't know what's going on. And she goes, wait, what do you mean? What's going on? I go, I don't know. Every time I try to get in, something happens. I mean, it says I can't get in. And I said, so I can't get in. And so what she looked at the screen, she saw this happening. Okay. She saw some hacker typing code in. Okay. Doing this thing. And I'm like, no, what? And I go, what do you mean? What's going on? What are you seeing? And she's pointing her camera at the screen saying, hey, what's happening here? What's going on? I'm going to shut this down. I got to shut this down. I go, no, wait. Let me see what's going on. Let me try to read what's going on. This is the second one. There was another hacker site that I brought up, I can't remember what the name of it was. Oh man, I can't remember what the name of it. What did I do?
Red tube.
No, yeah, no.
Oh.
No, what was it? Was it? It wasn't this guy. It was. Oh man. Oh shoot. Anyway, but it was showing code that was typed in. It was also showing the same type of thing down below. All right. This is where if you type really fast on the screen, it looks like you're actually a really, really fast programmer, you know. And it's all fake. It's all baloney. And she saw this and she's panicking. And I'm not letting her shut it off because I'm like, no, I got to see what this is doing, you know. And she's showing me with her camera from her phone. And I go, what the heck is that? And she goes, I don't know, dude. I got to shut it off. She's getting panicky now. And I'm sitting there trying not to laugh. All right. And then I gave it about, I'd say 15 minutes. About the same amount of time that she gave me with her car in the driveway. And then I said, I let on. I said, Marianne, that's funny. It's like, this is hilarious. I go, I know. I go, wait. I said, I know what's happening. And she goes, what? What's happening? Well, to understand this, we have to go back a couple of years to when I took this red expedition into the desert, and you let me think that I'm the one that got it all scratched up. And she was
okay. Well, you know what, Marianne? I'm going to take my name out of the running for being tased. You go ahead and tase Mark as much as you want.
Hey, you listen here, pal. Okay.
Hey, I would never do that to
this.
a friend.
She
never me, Marianne.
Oh yeah. if she told you that you scratched up her car and she knew that it was a bald-faced lie because she was just trying to get you to worry and get you panicky to just play a joke on you, you would buy your time. And then it was funny. I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. And I just thought to myself, someday she's gonna be laughing just as hard when I do something similar. And you should have seen her face.
That's great.
Yeah,
for anybody that hasn't met Marianne, she is fantastic. And right up my alley with being a prankster.
Yeah, that's right. She's really good.
Oh, the memories we're going to make.
It comes from being a police officer, I think, where you have these days of unmitigated boredom followed by days of unmitigated terror. And so blowing off steam takes, takes a little, out of you, but you have to do something, right?
Agreed.
So I think that's awesome. I thought it was funny. She thought it was funny, and it was hilarious. I thought so.
Like 10 years from now, we're going to be like, yeah, and then Marianne played this prank on me where she shot me with a 45 in the kneecap. I thought it was hilarious all the way to the hospital.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, we were actually, it was just a prank, Nobody got hurt. Bad.
That's good though.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I think Marianne is holding up, having a couple things up her sleeve ready for you. And I'm sorry, Mark. I mean, I know we're friends and everything, but she has proven herself to be a good one, and I might just sit back and let it happen.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I'm going to be ready for it when it does.
But seriously, guys, if we decide to do like a thing out in the desert where we're going to do the thing, we'll definitely stay in touch. We want people. Yeah. And I'm talking both streams.
Yeah.
Both SkyTour and P&K.
Yeah, we definitely want to have people come visit us and so forth, and that'll be a wonderful thing. We'll be happy to.
We can get completely blitzed. Marianne can draw our picture in the sand with that little chalk thing she got.
Yeah, but you know what's that? She can let you take turns with her gun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Rockstar can pass out in the middle of the desert. We'll put some cones around him.
And we'll turn it into
problem.
We'll turn it
Grand
into
old time.
You know what? We'll have a crime scene contest to see who has the best looking crime scene.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Fantasy said he'll be there, so there's one.
Yeah.
There's one. We might just have to go to California and get Rockstar and just drag him out into the desert, I guess.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to. And Ian, you might as well just hop on a plane, mate.
Ian Kendall, is he here? Is he in our stream or is he in yours?
Yeah, Ian is in your stream right now.
Oh, Ian, how you doing?
Marianne's in both.
Okay.
But, she's a mod on my channel. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but, I did...
She's a mod here, I thought.
Make her a mod on my channel because I'm a better friend than you, but, we're not going to talk about that right now.
Oh my, I can see that. I thought that I had made her a mod, actually.
You know, what can I say? I'm good to my friends.
Yeah,
Unlike some people,
I guess you have.
You know, what can you do?
Wow.
There it is.
Jesus, that's just not
Well,
good.
once again, in all seriousness, guys, we hope everybody is doing good. I know, once again, everybody's been through some stuff for the last year. Hope everybody is doing good. Everybody's hanging out.
Just a little
If you want to
bit.
see anything, once again, Mark has we can crash some planets together if you want. We can right now you are in what program?
This is Space Engine. We're cruising around the Earth. I'm going to show people the Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis, in just a few seconds.
Awesome. Space Engine is great. Of course, we're going to crash some planets together in Universe Sandbox, and there's another one you have open, which is.
Well, then we're going to look at the LRO quick map again. Check out some of the moon, because the moon doesn't rise for quite a while, from what I remember here for now, for the current status of the phase of the moon. So we're still waiting. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, though. You know, so.
Fantasy, we will be calling on you. Fantasy says, I know the California Mojave Desert very well. If you guys got questions, I'll try my best to answer. We might not need you to answer. We just might need you to show up.
There you go. All. There you go.
Yep.
Hey, Nick Smith, how are you? Oh, we're actually...
Justin T. Justin, we definitely got to get you out somewhere.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Absolutely. If anybody deserves to get out and do something, is my man Justin.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, dude, I don't want to go into the personal stuff, but if I had to go through half the stuff this poor guy has, I mean, you know, there's a lot of high bridges around here. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Better man than me. But you're the man, Justin. I admire you, my friend.
Yeah, Justin, you're all right in my book, buddy.
Lynch Hub is in your stream. Nick Smith is in your stream. Daisy and Zoe.
Daisy and Zoe Amethyst. Hello, guys.
Yep, and I'm looking at the P&K stream from John Petroni. Of course, David and Fantasy and Roni. Welcome back, Roni. And, of course, Justin.
Yeah.
And VW Blue Sky. A lot of familiar faces. It's good to see everybody coming back and hanging out. Pilot has been around the channel for a good long time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are doing good. Anything you guys want to see? Anything you want to smack a couple planets together? Mark's going to show you some Aurora here.
Yeah,
somewhere.
You're funny. You
it's
know,
like a drunk space shuttle pilot right now, but
okay,
we'll get there.
If you just look out your window here, we're going to be flying by these Aurora Borealis.
If you look here 9 o'clock, you'll see a place called Earth. And it is beautiful, and it is blue, and it's upside down currently.
Oh no! Oh no!
What are you doing? Are you drunk, shuttling, or what?
Not at all.
What?
Not at all.
Oh wait, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the YouTube screen. It's all crooked sideways. Okay, now I see it. Yeah, hey, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Is this a program that takes like a lot of RAM? It looks like it does.
It could if you let it. I let it.
Okay.
Because I have a computer that can manage it. Unfortunately,
cost involved with it? Does it cost anything for people? They want
to. The space engine I have does cost money. It was $25, but you can get a free one. And the only thing you don't get is the very, very elaborate, very high definition maps of the planets. Okay, that's the only thing you don't get. All right, so
which is cool, so they can still explore.
Yeah, they can explore without missing a thing.
Oh, great. There's the Death Star.
Yeah, that's Death Star coming in here. You are part of a rebel alliance and a traitor. Take him away. Yeah, actually, that's the night side of the Earth that we're going up. That's the moon out there, actually. Yeah.
So, Mark is attempting to show you an aurora.
Well, I'm trying to just get there, but it's like it's not... it's not actually, it's not doing what it should. I have to actually find a, well, we can stick around the night side. See, the daytime side overwhelms the brightness. So I have to come over here. And look at that. Look how many lights there are. Now you see, this really stinks. Okay, that really stinks. That's too much light on this planet, you know? You know, that's Italy.
Yeah, I mean, humans are jerks.
Nah, you know,
But I guess we have to live.
look at this, okay? Where would you go if this is Italy right here? Where would you find a dark sky in Italy? Right here, maybe? Those are mountains there. There's mountains here too, you know. So it's like finding a dark sky is going to be next to impossible, you know. And then we cross over to the United States, and that's the Cape Verde Islands. Okay, we come over here to the United States. We back out a little more and bring us up to the U.S. and Florida there. And you can see some auroras up there. And of course, we have to get the just like with our runs with the telescope. You know, we have to get out of the very bright light so that we can get the smaller detail. There's Florida. Where are you going to find dark sky there? Where are you going to find dark
That's
sky?
where funny people are from.
That's right. The funny people's from there.
You ever play that? You ever play that game?
Well, isn't that the one you go to Walmart though?
No, you type your name. Like you would put like Mark or a man from Florida named Mark, and just Google it, and guaranteed it's a messed up story about somebody doing something stupid. It doesn't matter what your name is. There's always somebody in Florida to represent something stupid.
That is really funny. That's really funny.
I did mine one time. It was like punched a crocodile or something. It's like Keith, a man from Florida, was arrested for punching a crocodile. I'm like, what? And it's true. It's any name. Any name.
So we'll have to look at that. I'll have to check that out.
Oh, it's so fun.
Here's Connecticut here, and I live right here. So you can see that I kind of have some darkness around me. All right, so that's not so bad.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yes. And look what's up there.
Light spikes.
Yes, light spikes indeed. Light spikes making chemical lights. Yeah, this is the auroras.
Teddy was asking you when we go to Universe Sandbox if you can make a planet X of sorts, of various sizes, wander through the solar system. He just wants to see what happens when
we can do that.
Marvelous planet X that these conspiracy theories come up with. And you know what? Well, I think we've done this before just to prove to people that if there was a planet X and it was a brown dwarf, perhaps, that it would be affecting us decades, if not centuries, ahead of its arrival.
Millions of years it would have affected us. Yeah, see, this actually represents the auroras quite nicely because the auroras do look like this from space.
Ian said, "Show Liverpool."
Well, I don't know where it is relative to on the map. I'm sure he can find it.
My guess would be England somewhere, Mark.
Yeah, I figured that out too, right near Stonehenge.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They don't call me Mr. Map Man for nothing.
Ooh. Yeah. See.
That's a lie. They don't even call me that. But let's just go with it.
I know that. It's okay. No, I believe you, Keith. No, I don't. So, yeah.
Right.
So there's the auroras as seen here on the Earth, and that actually is pretty cool.
Can you believe I've never that's on my bucket list of things to do before I die? I want to see auroras. Like we have chances down here in Pennsylvania, but it's very rare, and there is actually believe it. Since I am in the middle of like Amish country, so you think I'd at least be able to see a little bit.
Yeah.
Never happens.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I want to go like somewhere and actually do the aurora thing.
Yeah.
Now, you know. Because somebody told me it's like almost life changing. Like it's so.
It is.
Like if you're not used to it, it like kind of really. I think it was Kat actually told me that. Like your first time seeing it, kind of just like you're taken aback by it, almost taken breathless by it.
Yeah, I actually ran around like a screaming Mimi because I was at a drive-in watching The Dark Crystal with my nieces and nephews, and no jokes. And we were watching this movie, and all of a sudden I looked out because the movie was boring me. And I looked up and I saw these beautiful streamers right over my head, right here in Connecticut. We've never seen anything like that. I immediately got on the phone and I called the Auroral Alert Network and let them know what was going on. And they said, yeah, we got a major storm and there's actually a power surge and we're losing power all over.
Yes, this is Marty Antonio. I see a bunch of auroras in the sky.
Sir? How many have you had?
I have not had.
This is a McDonald's drive-through.
That's it.
I have two cheeseburgers, not fries, and turkey steak.
What?
Two cheeseburgers, not fries, and turkey steak.
Oh, this
Uh,
guy thinks he sees auroras.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hello. You know, it's
Like, I'm okay, Ossifer. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Just give me a coffee cuppy.
Coffee cuppy.
Yeah,
Coffee
that's
cup.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Now, give me my car so I can start my keys.
Oh, I have a breathalyzer in my car. I'll do it myself.
Oh, yeah, Marianne, when we're out there, can you bring the breathalyzer? I always wanted to hit, like, 0.2.
You know what?
Anybody up for a game? Whoever can get the highest score on the breathalyzer, we can have prizes. Anybody?
Yes. And
Anybody?
actually, the person that gets the highest score gets to escort everybody out of the desert.
In handcuffs.
They're the lead car, and they can go out and lead everybody out of the desert.
Listen, all I'm saying is if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you see me running through the desert with a cactus on my shoulder, just leave it alone.
It's
Talk
not
to me in the morning.
Right, because it's not a cactus.
Well, the last time I went to Arizona, I almost left with a moose head with a spread about 8 feet. So, you know, a cactus seems doable.
What were you in northern Arizona?
No, Marianne's house.
Oh,
This giant head with antlers. With
Yes,
like
that's
an
right.
8-foot spread on it.
that was an elk, actually, not a moose.
Right. That's what I said. A elk.
You said elk and you spelled it moose, and then you spelled it.
It didn't even look like an elk, and
you
it didn't look
spelled
like a moose.
elk
It
and
was
spelled
it was a
and
milk.
said it was- yeah, it's chocolate milk. It was brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm telling you, I was seriously about to mount it to the front of the van. Can you imagine me running I-40 all the way up through there with a huge antler? Like all these guys with their little bull horns.
Mm-hmm.
Here I come with a big 8-foot elk head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on it.
David, I want to answer your question too, because Keith's being Keith. He's not letting me answer questions. He won't even show video. He's like embarrassed to show you his video, so that's why you don't see him here on the screen. I'm here.
No, it's not because of that. It's because I'm nude.
There's an image we don't need to see. Gonna make me
Yes,
sick.
you do.
Ugh.
Everybody needs to see it once in their life.
Oh yeah, right. It's like, yeah, seeing the old man walking by. And that's not good.
Just swinging like a Chinese lantern.
What's that Chinese lantern doing? Nothing. Keep walking.
Like, what? Is that an Aurora Borealis? I don't know. If you get your figs out of my face, I might be able to see.
So David asked, do the auroras change with the seasons? And actually, no. What we talk about when we talk about the auroras is they actually change with the solar cycle. The more energetic the sun is, the more high energy particles that come from the sun reach the atmosphere, interact with the molecules, and cause them to glow. That's what the auroras are. And depending on what's glowing, they might look red, they might look green, they might look bluish green. And then in really dark sky sites, you can see that everywhere around the world, everywhere in the world, but it has to be really dark. And that's actually something called air glow. We actually see the nitrogen atoms that actually during the day they absorb all this energy, and at night they give it off. And what they're giving off is light, and it's a very subtle light. And so you see, when you see the images from Mauna Kea in Hawaii, you see these beautiful images of the sky, like right here in SpaceImaging. Okay, this is Orion down here. Okay, this is the Hyades and Aldebaran, and then you got the Pleiades up here. Okay, you see photos like this, but then you see bands of green and red going through it, and you're going, oh, were they clouds? No, that's actually the air molecules glowing. And so only in the darkest sky sites do you actually have that kind of light pollution. And it's natural. We can never get rid of it. It's always there, which is really kind of cool. Yeah, that's always there. Never goes away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So when I took pictures out at the SkyTour LiveStream West site on the tripod, I thought that I had some photos that had light clouds in them. But then when I looked at it again, I realized, no, I'm actually seeing the air glow out there because it's a dark sky site. The clouds are black against the sky. You tell me where you see that. People that see that are usually in the open ocean. Okay? Like on a cruise ship when they're cruising out to the Bahamas or over, the mid-Atlantic going across to, London and back or something.
Right.
On a ship. That's when the sky is just breathtaking. and it's unforgettable. It's unforgettable, So why not, set up a telescope? Now people say, well, why don't you ever bring a telescope onto a ship? That'd be great, huh? Well, because the ship's always doing this.
Do that again?
It's rocking.
That is so awesome. No, it's not.
Yeah, you're really funny. Yeah, as if. So.
Whoa, easy there.
Yeah. So I think that it's really, interesting to see what the night sky holds for us, So one of our big problems that we'll have in Arizona is actually the air glow. Because the photos we take are going to be limited in the amount of time we can take and how much light we can pull in based on whether the molecules are glowing too much. Something around here that we never, ever worry about. Never have to worry about, So it is kind of interesting how that works, Now, in this particular program, the stars are always glowing and the air is never glowing, right? So we don't, because we're off the Earth right now. But like if we were to say go to the moon, right? I mean, we could just head over to the moon. Okay, the moon is over here, right? And if you just follow that, look to the right a little bit. Here's the moon, and then we head to the moon. And we'll have another view of the moon too in just a sec. Yeah.
Da-da-ba-da-boom. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's right. I do have that effects box.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Because the audio is kind of weird, and I have to, it's been a while. I have to adjust it and everything.
Oh, so
maybe I'll do that for the next
one. All right. So you guys, hope you're having fun. Rockstar, it's good to see you.
My man, Rock.
There he is, man. All right,
yeah, I don't get to. A lot of times when we're streaming, I don't get to talk to a lot of people very often. It's kind of nice seeing everybody, no matter what room you're in. It's kind of nice seeing everybody,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Psst, don't tell the government.
Yeah, right.
I was thinking about doing one for this year, but I wasn't sure about our streaming schedule. Thinking about doing like a 2021 promo. I was like, maybe I'll save it for 2022. I'll do another animated promo for the channel.
I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I did a professional one that was like really good graphics and everything. I'm like, this isn't funny. And you know me. I got to be like half a troll.
Yeah.
And I just thought the bad animation was so much funnier. Just
it
with
really
like little stick figures and stuff.
Yeah, and like a little arrow showing up, bink, bink, every now and then. That's hilarious. That's good stuff.
And if you rewatch that video, guys, there's a lot of hidden things in there too that just flash up really quick.
That's
if you watch it on like 2 times slower speed or whatever you can do with that, or 50%, you'll catch a lot of little things that flash up on screen that you probably didn't see.
Mm-hmm.
Easter eggs, I believe they call them.
That's correct.
By the way, did you ever answer Ted if we can smash some things into other things?
I believe.
Or a brown dwarf?
I believe we can do that.
Nice.
Yeah, when we get the space engine. I'm sorry, when we get to
we are going to play Thanos.
We shall play gods.
And you won't have this on your stream, Mark, but I do believe that I have Thanos for mine. So whenever we start smashing stuff together, I'm just going to put Thanos dancing on your head.
Oh, I wish we could see that. Yeah.
And hello, Do-W.
Do-W's here. How you doing?
And let's see, Anahata.
Anahata 77, yeah.
Martian Johansson.
Martian's here, yeah.
Yep, it's exactly what it is. It's a space engine. You're exactly right. I see Don D. I'm reading off of your chat, by the way, right now. Yeah. Nick Smith, of course, Tara.
Yeah.
Don, Tara, David, Do. And over on the P&K side, we got Fantasy and Justin and Ian and Headband and Amal and ERO. Oh, hey, ERO, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome.
ERO, hey, how are you?
Let me see here. Let's see. Yeah. And Renee. Sorry if I'm missing anybody.
Renee Cruz, yeah.
Yep. I just scrolled up a little bit.
All right.
But yeah. So yeah, guys, if you want to know anything, if you have any questions, you want to go see certain parts of the moon or certain parts of the solar system or the galaxies, or you want to, throw a couple rocks at a couple planets, let us know. That's
right.
what we're here for. You're in charge tonight.
We are.
Mark said he'll be giving away.
We are your
He's
gods.
going to give away a globe tonight. I'm lying. He didn't say that. But as soon as I get mine, I'll let him give it away to anybody he wants.
You're funny. I'm getting the mold made actually in the coming week. So.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, cool, Mark. We got our first gay comment of the night.
We did?
Are these two guys gay?
Really?
Well,
Who
depends
said
on their
that?
meaning of gay. I don't know. Somebody in chat. I guess they think that in 2021 it's cool to troll YouTube channels.
Oh. Wow, I didn't see it. Well,
hey, we'll be whatever you want us to be, buddy.
It's actually no, we won't. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, me and Mark are friends, but as far as it goes, no, it's not. We're in love.
That's not actually true at all. Don't believe that for us.
He's lying. He's lying.
Look I let you take all my equipment out to the observatory, site. Okay, that's where it ends.
That's love, man. Hate to tell you.
Oh man.
Man, Greggy Gilligan.
Know? Oh, Greggy's here.
Okay. Hey, here's a good question. Greggy brings up a very good question because I have a lot of people ask about this. Now, when you did Aliens on the Moon,
yes.
Okay, of course you looked at that photograph that has the supposed bridge. The bridge, that they intentionally highlighted and made,
Yep.
like the other things in that documentary, kind of stick out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
So where is that exactly on the moon, and can you take us there?
I actually don't know exactly where it is tonight. I would have to research which crater it was, but it was actually two craters near each other. And I could take you probably to, look at that. I just happened to put the sun in eclipse with the Earth. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. No, wait, that's the sun. Then what is that? Oh, okay, that's the backlit Earth.
The Nibiru.
Yeah, Nibiru. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh,
by the way, for anybody wondering,
the
that
beer
is
belly.
exactly how we find out what planets are made of. By getting that sunlight behind, we can see their atmospheres.
That's exactly right. When you look at that little ring around the Earth right there, and that's my specialty in astronomy is exoplanets. And when we look at
what is that considered? Spectrometry?
Yes, actually, you do a spectral analysis of the atmosphere,
right?
Because this spot right here, this little tiny area, this little blue area where I'm highlighting here, okay, we're in that. When the planet passes in front of the star, it does what's called a transit, and a transit, all right, is something that is very important because when we watch the planet actually pass in front of the star, like this is going to do in a moment, okay, this is the point at which we get the most information. So as soon as the Earth, for instance, or any planet passes in front of its star, let me see if I do it this way. Is this better to do it this way? Where is it?
Tell you what, Mark, you figure that out. Fantasy. I did look back. Let's see. It says if attention at a feature, if you can add a microphone or some alert on screen when you start speaking. You mean like almost like a little button or something that like lights up that tells you? I know there's a couple chat programs that do that.
Yeah, like Zoom does that.
Yeah, I think it would come in more handy like if you had more people on. But, if you don't see Mark's lips moving, it's probably me. But I am a very good ventriloquist, so you never know. And by the way,
he's a very good venture physicist. Yes, you're right.
I have figured out something that Tara wrote that her favorite crater is Humboldt. Humboldt crater. Oh. Yeah. I'm actually like writing stuff down from both chats so I don't forget and who said it.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to leave anybody out. So
Humboldt crater.
If you don't hear me mention you, that means I didn't get a chance to write it down, or you might want to ask again, just in case. Marcin Johansson in your chat says, what about the Kuiper Belt objects? What would it take to build outposts on those worlds?
Ooh, that would take, Martian, that would take quite a bit, because we don't have a way to get out there in any kind of reasonable time yet. That time, maybe at some point we will, but right now we don't have any way to get out there in a reasonable time. It took us 15 years just to get to Pluto, and another several months to get to one of the nearer Kuiper Belt objects, which was that amazing double pancake, if you remember, Ultima Thule, that was out there. So, in fact, let me see if Ultima Thule is in here. Yes, it is. Let's go out to Ultima Thule just to show you where it is. This is the moon we're at now. And Ultima Thule is way out here, and it almost looks like it's among the stars. Okay? But it's not. If we say go to Ultima Thule now, we can see that we're going out now 40 AU. We just passed by some of the outer planets. Now we're at 20 AU from it. Over here, I'm looking in the upper left corner. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 astronomical unit. Okay. And then boom. Here is this beautiful double asteroid. It's called a contact binary. And the reason it's called this, and I see the shape is weird, and it is definitely a weird shape. It was actually two little pancakes, basically, and they ended up connecting with each other, and where they collided, because they're mostly ice, they could probably be comets by any other name, okay? But where they ended up colliding here, okay, they momentarily melted the ice. And when they melted that ice, okay, we ended up seeing, getting a melt and then a refreeze. And that's why Ultima Thule looks as it does.
It looks like a big space tater.
Yeah, it was called a potato. At one point people called it even some scientists called it a potato. Because, and this, by the way, is actual color, actual imagery of Ultima Thule, incidentally, just so you know. That's
gotcha.
Why. Yeah, isn't that kind of cool? And that is a Kuiper Belt object. It's what, 50, 45 astronomical units away, and very odd looking. Now, in the same way, okay, there's another interloper in our solar system that people have been talking about in recent years. And
Justin said that object looks like a butt nugget.
Maybe on Justin, but
Well, couple bricks of cheese.
I haven't seen any of that.
Just saying.
Let's go to Oumuamua though, okay?
Oumuamua. Talk about a space turret.
Oumuamua. Right now, Oumuamua is quite far away from our sun right now. But look at this. This is what we think now. Avi Loeb, who is the Harvard astrophysicist,
That poor guy.
Avi, he and I did a television show together, a ABC special, and he said then that he felt that this maybe wasn't an actual asteroid, but possibly a space probe. Well, then why does it look like this? Well, this is just a representation. We don't actually know what Oumuamua actually looks like.
Right.
We didn't get an image of Oumuamua. It went through the solar system very quickly, and when it went through the solar system, what ended up happening was it ended up moving so fast by the sun that we couldn't actually get a photograph of it until after. We couldn't get a photograph of it. We got data, and that data indicated that Oumuamua was probably a very, very long space rock. And it didn't seem to make sense that it was this big, gigantic space rock, And Avi Loeb didn't think it made sense either. He thought that we can't discount the possibility that maybe this gigantic object wasn't a rock at all, but maybe a long, thin probe from an extraterrestrial species using a solar sailing type technique, and the ship would be a design of the ship would be a long, thin potential ship when you had your sail furled up.
And you know what I like about him? He actually, instead of backing down and rephrasing how he did that, it was actually probably maybe a month ago, if that.
I saw
he
that.
doubled down.
He did
on what he was saying, but he also clarified what he was saying.
Yeah, he didn't say, I believe it is a spaceship. He said, we can't discount the possibility that it could be.
Right.
You know, because, why is that? Okay, you see the shape of this thing? Besides the obvious resemblance to something that any 14-year-old kid would say and laugh about, it looks like something I do every day. Okay, exactly. This actually looks like it could be something that is unlike anything in our solar system, and it is. There is no asteroid we have found thus far in our solar system. All right, this is like 700 by 70 meters in size, so it's not that large, but it is.
And most large things in
oblong.
Space tend to take the round form.
Correct, and this is nowhere near that size needed to enforce that roundness, that spherical,
with the gravity,
that sphericity. Yes,
right.
So we don't get that here, but you know what we do get is the fact that this thing being long and oblong like this is an interesting possibility, because now it tells us that maybe that there are asteroids maybe in our solar system that can look like this, but we haven't found any.
See you later, dude. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Hey, good to see you, dude. Thanks, man. Yeah, so clearly, you know, this is a case where an asteroid like this might actually be an indicator of some other type of process. How was it ever created? And we did get a bit of a data on its surface. Its surface is actually a very, very dark red. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Well, the dark red is what the surface would look like, potentially, if it was rock, if it was exposed to high doses of radiation, interstellar radiation, for instance. You know, our sun is our sun actually protects us from a lot of the radiation coming into the solar system in a way, because it gives off its own protective sheath. It has a magnetosphere, all right? It has a very large magnetic field, and that drapes around the solar system as it moves through the galaxy. This drapes behind the sun, totally encasing the entire solar system, right? So it trails behind the solar system, and it actually protects us. So at the place where that stops, a location called the heliopause, that is where, for instance, the Voyager spacecraft just passed through after being launched in the 70s. Okay, so it's that far away.
A little bit further than Mesa, Arizona.
Just a little bit. But if you want to make a scale model and said that Mesa, Arizona is the heliopause, well, how big would the sun be? That's a good thing we can do. I mean, I actually can calculate that.
I got a better question. Is Oumuamua available in Universe Sandbox?
I don't know. We should check.
How awesome would that be?
Let's go find out. Actually,
see its size comparison compared to like the Earth flyby and stuff like that, just so.
It is. Okay.
Or see what happens if we crash it into the Earth.
Let's toss it into Mars.
Oh, let's do it. Let me say something about Universe Sandbox.
You may.
What a great tool.
Well, let me just back out and bring up the startup screen here. Okay. When you actually start up Universe Sandbox, you end up with a choice of dozens and dozens and dozens of actual things. Okay. One of them is this one. This is the solar system. All right. And here it is. You can move it around, check it out. And it's in motion right now. Okay. If you zoom in, okay, you'll see the sun is moving and rotating. And down here, where I'm in the way, okay, right down below me here, you can see that it shows you how many hours are passing per second. Now we can reduce this number, okay, and get down to just like just a few minutes per second. And when we do that, you'll see that the sun slows way down. So we're slowing down the scale of this simulation. The slower you go, the more accurate this is. If you really start to pile it on, then it can be pretty bad. You know, it can get bad.
Which brings me to my point.
Yes.
This Universe Sandbox. Now, I don't know how many of you in the chats have children that may have a slight interest, or maybe even if they don't. And what I found out, I know this boy. His name is Hamish. He's 10 years old, complete gamer, loves gaming.
Yep.
I do believe that this is something that he would absolutely love.
Oh,
and let me explain that this is actually a physics-based simulator.
It is.
It's based on real physics and what would happen. And once again, as Mark said, the slower you go with things, the more accurate it is. But you can speed it up for time and whatnot.
And fun. And
it's something that kids could enjoy and actually might get them into astronomy, because we've said here at B&K since we started, and Mark, I believe, feels the exact same way, and, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but we always said the more eyes looking up, the better.
That's right.
We know you guys, you know, all the people here obviously are always looking up. I can tell that just by, you know, talking to you guys.
That's right.
And the more we get the younger generation into it, they're the next generation that's going to start carrying this thing on.
Oh, that's so true.
Okay. And to start them out with something like this that they can treat as a game and just for fun, start smashing stars into stars or planets into planets, or, you know, seeing how gravity affects, you know, solar systems and stuff like that. And them to get that curiosity built up to find out like why things are happening and start questioning why things are doing what they're doing in this game, because once again, it is based in reality. It's a reality-based physics game.
Yeah.
That it will pique interest, and it's something that parents can let their kids do. No, and because everybody, you know, you have the games with the guns and, you know, between Fortnite and all that stuff. But I mean, how awesome is it just to take two giant planets and watch them completely destroy one another?
Exactly.
You know, not only that, but there's so much more you can do besides making things collide. You can build your own solar systems.
That's right.
You can build your own planets
and learn how it all balances. Yeah, it's really cool.
You can learn how to build a planet and what you need for like water, what you need for like ice caps, what you need for an atmosphere. Like you can see how life would evolve on these things if you just tweak them little bits here and there.
That's right.
So if any of you have children, I highly recommend this Universe Sandbox 2. They do have a first one, but the second one's so much better.
Yes, it is.
And you can get it, I believe, on Steam for PC. And I do believe they are coming out with a version for it for PlayStation 5 and Xbox One. Is it? Is that the new one? I think. Or Xbox something.
I do not know.
Xbox X, or I don't know. I'm not an Xbox person, but because those processors can handle a game like this, you know, without the shortcuts and everything. So if you want a good gift and you want your kids to learn and just go ham on, you know, astronomy or, you know, whatever you want to do, this is definitely a pickup that you have to keep them busy for hours.
For sure. I'm trying to
and
find
that's just
my
take on Universe Sandbox.
Oh, it's a fantastic game. I say game, but you can actually show whole galaxies and watch how the stars interact with each other if they collide, colliding galaxies. And you know, you need a fairly fast computer to do any of this, but that's okay. Most people have fast computers now.
Yep. And we're talking like you don't need a super fast computer. What, you know, quad core is fine. Like it'll do it.
Yeah.
If you really like, if you have a gaming computer, which like a lot of kids do these days, and of course, which now the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox are you know, getting into that processing power, you shouldn't have any problem. You know.
Correct.
It's just a really good tool to have, especially if you want to get a kid into, you know, astronomy, or you yourself. You don't even have to be a kid. If you and yourself just want to go around and learn some things, pick it up. It was I think I paid like $14 for it on Steam.
Yeah, actually,
you know,
I don't know what it costs now because I've had it for so long, and you know, once you have it, updates.
I have an idea, Mark. Why don't I contact Universe Sandbox and see if we can get a deal for people, like a discount or something that they can be able to get the game at a discounted price. I think I can pull that off because I was in talks with them before.
Oh yeah, that's you have talked to them.
So maybe we'll do it through Astroimaging Live, like the 3 channels, and then anybody that uses, I don't know if it's like a promo code or however they do it, maybe we'll work that out so all 3 channels can offer it, so you don't have to be on one or the other, and see if we can't get this in more people's hands, because I believe they are working on Universe Sandbox 3 as we speak.
That's gonna be something good.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it will.
Yep, definitely worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Now, it doesn't have to be as complex. Like I'm showing you some real complexity here because this is, I've got the Earth and I've got all these orbits showing and everything. And, well, you don't have to have it that complex. You can turn those off if you want, and you can show other things. But I'm just trying to show the basics right now. Like if we want to just look at the solar system, these are the basics right here. Okay. All right, and so there we go. There's the solar system. Now let's try something. Let's go to Earth. All right, and here's Earth. Now, why is it spinning so fast? Well, because we've compressed time. If you look right down below me, you'll see it says 20 hours per second. Well, let's reduce that to about 30 minutes.
Oh, you know what? We have a guy in the P&K chat. His name is Universe9. He says, my channel is dedicated to primarily covering Universe Sandbox 2. So I'll tell you what, Universe9, if you want to, go ahead and post your link to your channel. It might hide it automatically, but we'll get one of the mods to let it show. That way people can check out your channel for more Universe Sandbox, since we're not going so in depth with it. But if your channel covers something like that, absolutely post your link up, or somebody get a link.
Sure.
One of the mods get a link for him, so we can post him up and send people that way to check it out even deeper.
Right, and for those of you in P&K that haven't become a member of SkyTour LiveStream, come on over and subscribe and post a link
Absolutely.
here in our chat.
Actually, you know what? I should do that. I'm going to pin that comment to the top of the chat in case anybody wants to run. Because let me explain once again, this is for the new people. Everybody that's normal, know this. Myself and Paul, we handle the moon, local planets, and stuff like that. We stream that. Not all the time anymore, but we still do it. Mark here handles the faraway stuff. Plus some, when it's out and stuff like that.
Nebulae and clusters, galaxies,
Yeah, galaxies, stars, and you're always going to learn something. And of course, we have Bill in New York Skywatcher, who handles the meteor showers, the wide field sky cams with some beautifully new equipment.
Awesome
I'm
stuff.
just blown away by how clear it is. And he just upgraded everything, so he will be streaming in 4K very soon.
Nice.
With that, so those meteor showers are going to be amazing. So yeah, let me pin your channel to the top of the P&K chat in case anybody wants to jump over there and check you out.
Fantastic.
If I can figure out how to do that.
Okay.
It is YouTube. Let's see here.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna launch Deimos at the Earth. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see how that goes. Where'd it go?
Lost it.
I guess I did. I'm crazy. What happened here? Oh no, it hit. It took a while to get there. Okay. I have to slow it down too.
There we go. I think I did it.
Alright, so here
Yep.
comes Deimos
Nice.
now. Oh, I see. We passed it. So
Bye
now,
Earth.
So here's Deimos. Mars moon.
Oh, here we
Deimos.
go.
Coming,
Here we go.
It's coming toward the Earth.
Doom doom. Doom doom. Doom, doom. And for anybody that hasn't, make sure you are on 1080p. We are streaming that tonight.
Yes.
Sometimes YouTube doesn't put you there. They put you on 720 or 480 or 360. Just make sure you're on 1080p if your internet can handle it.
And look at this. Here we go. And now, see, I'm actually.
You just want to make that bomb noise.
Well, actually, the sounds that this program has, these do make sounds. There is very beautiful sound, but it's not coming through. Oh, look at that!
Wow. And bye-bye humanity.
Now, see that's a shockwave, and that's actually realistic. The shockwave does get propagated like that. In reality, it'll also throw up chunks, which you see as secondary explosions that go up and then crash back down. But from the side, depending on the impact speed, you'll see large chunks go way up into the, ionosphere and then come back down. And so, in reality, too, the Earth would heat up, and you'd get forest fires all over the world. But this is Deimos. It's huge. It'd be a killer asteroid-type impact. It would definitely be an extinction-level event if it struck because it's so big. Yeah, and actually, one of the things I've done is I've shot Mimas at the Earth too. Okay, and that's kind of big. You can see its shadow. You know,
The thing I like about this game, it shows like if it's a big enough impact
boy.
and a hot enough impact, you'll start seeing the oceans recede, which I think you kind of are a little bit off of the African coast
yeah,
there.
here, watch this.
Watch
Watch
You'll
this.
see it start shrinking.
Okay, now let's just see this in real time. Okay, this is just about real time. So this is how this would look in real time. All right. Yeah, it's kind of weird, huh?
Right.
Yeah, but that's how it would look. And
I love this game.
all right, and you can see.
Can you imagine that shadow coming like at you? Just
Yeah, and you can see the actual. You can see the actual fireball starting to rise.
be like, Keith, what's the matter with you? I don't know. I'm standing in a puddle when it isn't raining.
That's it. You know, you can see the fireball beginning to rise, and if we actually increase the speed, you see the shockwave moving out. Right now, people on the coast of Chile, okay, are going to be looking and seeing something on the horizon. They'll have seen it crash, but then because of the circularity of the Earth, they're not going to see the shockwave arriving, you know, right there for quite some time. Right?
And a big wave.
You know, there'll be a tsunami of sorts for sure.
A little bit.
Just
Maybe
just
4 or 5 miles high.
maybe at the source, yeah. All right, and then, okay, if we actually look at this now, you can see that there's particles, there's pieces that are being flung high up into the atmosphere, and they are going to come raining back down with ferocity. And they're going
I
to...
tell you what, Mark, we got some good questions coming in on the P&K channel. You want them?
Yeah, if those people in P&K
Okay.
should come over here.
Number 1, Dang Joss says, so we would all be incinerated before the asteroid even hit.
No.
Okay.
Actually, it depends. Okay, here's what can happen. If it was big enough as it approached the Earth, if you were directly under it, then it's possible that in the speed at which it strikes the upper atmosphere, it would compress the air ahead of it enough to make a overpressure wave on the ground that could get very, very hot. So that'd be a relatively small area. But then when it strikes, it's going to send out a shockwave, and the shockwave is going to do a similar thing. It's going to create a large overpressure. The overpressure will gelatinize all the organs in your body if it's a big enough impact, okay?
It'll tickle just a little bit.
Just a little. It's gonna tickle so much. You say more. I want more. Oh no.
Amal has a really good question.
What's he have to say?
Amal says, how many moons would Earth need to have to change its center of gravity by a considerable amount?
Well, and see, I know what you're thinking, because you're thinking, well, if it had like 3 moons on one side, okay, what would that do? All right. But the fact is, those moons, all right, would probably over time space themselves out. And this particular universe sandbox, we would have to run it for quite some time. So, for instance, let's
And we can.
we can let's put a moon in orbit. Let's just pick an orbit right
Yep.
there. Okay. All right. So now let's add another one. We'll say it's in the same orbit.
Oh, you can't make it the same orbit.
Well, we could try.
Yeah.
And here's one inside, a little closer. Okay, now these are all way too close. However, they have their own mutual gravity, so look what's happening. Okay.
Yeah.
This one was inside, and now it's being pulled by these two, right? And it's going to have a collision between those two, kaboom, just like that, all right? And
now we have a bigger, denser moon.
And now we have, well, we're having also particles raining down on the Earth,
Mm-hmm.
all right? And so they coalesced into one. Let's speed it up a little bit, and we'll sacrifice some accuracy for fun.
And watch how gravity works.
Yeah, you'll see what happens now, because now you'll notice that this moon is no longer in a circular orbit, is it? Okay, it's now doing something very different. It's in an elliptical orbit, all right? And it's also superheated, and now we're getting particles around, orbiting the Earth. Okay, so if something collided with the moon, okay, and see these particles, look at that. That one hit this moon. Okay, so there's particles that strike this moon too. I say particles, asteroid-sized material, and the Earth's getting pelted by these things.
And the cool thing is, it's actually showing the gravity assist
Yeah.
as the closer ones orbit the Earth.
Right, and
They speed up.
And if we back out of this, you can actually see the actual path they take in space. Look at this. They make this twisting path through space. It's a huge dance. Okay.
Soul Cut, I told you on the P&K chat that we do have an email on the About section, or you can hit us up on Facebook if you want to.
Yeah.
So you know.
Now this moon, its collide is now just under 2 times the mass of the original moon. Why not 2 times? Because in the collision, some of the moon was lost. Okay, so its actual mass is different.
Oh, I see what Dang was saying. Okay, he explained himself. He said that he heard that some people got burns from the Chelyabinsk. I don't even know how to say that.
Chelyabinsk.
Yeah, meteor's light when coming through the atmosphere,
Yeah.
and he said that he thought a much bigger one would incinerate people near it. So if it didn't go to the ocean,
But that's what I was saying. Okay, the shock wave and the overpressure. Okay, the radiant thermal wave. Once it starts entering the atmosphere, will cause that. The Tunguska blast did, but you got to be near it. You know, if you're not near it, then you're not gonna. You won't. There won't be anything there. There won't be anything happening. You might not even know anything struck the Earth if you're on the other side. You know.
everybody's correcting my saying. I'm just going to call it the Chelly.
Yeah, Chelyabinsk. Yeah, Chelyabinsk.
Well, beer is saying it's Chelyabinsk.
It's Chelyabinsk.
Mm-hmm.
Chelya.
I'm just going to say Chelly. That's it.
BINS.
I've never been good with Russian.
That's okay. Neither have I. Come good. Anyway, so now when these two moons, these are the mass of 2 moons, okay, that collided, right?
Yeah, but did you mention the little picture up on the right? That's a cool thing too.
Yes, this is a very cool picture because it shows
That
you,
actually shows you the up close damage.
yeah. And now if you look here, you can see the mass is 1.92 moons. See, because 0.08 of this, okay, went away in the collision in terms of the collision material, just blew it away. Right? This type of occurrence, if we had some type of issue with the Earth, okay, the reason the Earth's going around this is because I focused on this. If I click on this, now we'll see the Earth over here, okay? And if I click it again, now we're centered on the Earth and we're seeing these things go around. But now look at this. Check it out. It didn't take many orbits, did it? And all of a sudden now we're getting this gravitational assist maneuver. This thing gets whipped by this moon, bringing this one into a much closer orbit. And what happens when you get things in a much closer orbit to the Earth? You get the tidal forces of the Earth affecting it. And over time, this guy is going to get torn to pieces. And then we're going to have more impacts. And the moon here has probably been ejected from our solar system. Okay, so if we increase this speed a little bit.
Alfredo Ramos
There you
says,
go.
I
Look
thought
at
that
that.
the moon's colliding, a ring of rocks would form around the Earth, kind of like Saturn.
That's a possibility, okay? But in this particular case, remember our starting conditions, we made 3 moons around the Earth. And notice this red stuff, you know what that is? That's the tidal forces ripping this moon apart. Look at that. And then they orbit the Earth, and of course, what's happening there? We're getting this momentum transfer again, and now we're getting a different, the orbits are changing as this becomes less massive. All right, the attraction between the Earth and this moon are not as great. Okay, now the mass of this guy, this is the mass of the Earth. Let me get the mass of this guy. Let me just grab him. All right.
Look at that mass hole.
Funny guy, yo.
But
Now this is only 1.49 times the mass of the Earth. It went from 1.92 to 1.49. Huge difference. Let's increase. Let's go fast.
hey, didn't we combine Jupiter and Saturn one time and call it Stupider?
Yeah, I think we did.
It actually worked.
Yeah,
We ended up with one big gassy hole.
that's right. That's right. But see, this is what's interesting, right? Now you see that over time, what has happened is the Earth has been really damaged. Look at this. Okay, Earth has some very serious extinction level impacts that have happened to it up there.
We call that scarring.
We do. It's actually quite bad. Look, the other moon has come back. So it went into a very, very distant orbit.
Oumuamua.
Yeah, Oumuamua. So it actually went to a very distant orbit.
I see what you did there.
Yes. Did you see what it did there? Brian, did you like it, Brian?
Sausage. Man, that thing is out, back out a little bit. Where's that other moon at? Wow.
Yeah. It got flung quite a distance away.
A little bit.
With the interaction. Yeah, that's what gravity does, you know. Meanwhile,
screw you guys, I'm going home.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Look at that tail.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's the debris. You know, the tail of debris.
You want to talk about some meteorites? Woo!
Yeah, I mean the Earth is getting pelted by more than just meteorites here. This is stuff that is actually coming into the Earth's atmosphere. It'd be constant meteorites for, oh gosh,
centuries.
Yeah, we've been going for quite a while here.
That's our lovely ball of death.
It sure is. Now let's just go to the logical conclusion here. What will happen?
Logic. What the heck just took off?
Well, that's the moon. That's the moon. No, that's the moon orbiting still.
It was going so fast, it looked like a piece broke off and just like, I'm out of here.
It did. I'm out of here, guys. Let's pause.
Look how far ahead we're going.
Let's pause it for 1 second. And let's check out the moon again.
All the way up to 2014.
Well, I didn't set the date to when we started. Well, that's a very good point. We didn't even set that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know when we started, truthfully.
I didn't. I didn't set it. Now we're 1.29. So in other words, you can see, okay, the Earth has been hit by multiple impactors there.
Look at that thing outgassing. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the tidal forces. Now, if you don't mind, I'll start again, and I'll start with the solar system again, and then we'll just we'll go to the Earth again, and we'll do another little scenario. The way that scenario that I showed you was going to play out was the moon was going to get smaller and smaller and smaller until it finally broke up and then re-entered the Earth's atmosphere over time, and then Earth would then heat up and probably be devoid of life for a period of time, and then life, of course, would come back, because it always does. That's what happens. Okay, so now let's try something else. Let's do this. Let's take and add in orbit. Let's say what would happen if Mercury was in orbit around the Earth and close to the Earth.
This is not going to end well.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who it's not going to end well for, but maybe you would. So let's put it right here. Okay, so we're gonna put it 18,000. Let's go out more. Let's say 20,000 kilometers.
Didn't we do this one time and you clicked it and all of a sudden just smacked right into Earth?
Well, yeah, but
we did have it something that had like really heavy gravity to it.
Yeah, I put it 20,000 kilometers away from the Earth. Right, and
or as the French say, 20,000 kilometers.
Yes, 20,000 kilometers.
Look at that; it's already starting to walk.
Well, it's doing something.
Yeah, it's getting derpy.
Well, it's in a slight, might be slight elliptical orbit. I can't tell.
It's like nanny boo boo.
Yeah. But what happens now? See, it's close enough so that tidal forces should be affecting it. Maybe it might have put it outside the Roche lobe.
Well, look at the Earth. Can't you click on the Earth and see the picture of it up close, up top? You might see it flooding.
Oh well, maybe we can see the difference in the tides, I believe.
All right.
So let's do that. Let's see what we got here.
Look at that. Keep watching that. See if any land appears or any water comes up high.
Yeah, you can see.
It doesn't look too bad.
Actually, though, I watched there's islands right here that disappeared and then came back. So I did see that there were some tides that were going on there. That's the other thing about Space Engine. I'm sorry, this Universe Sandbox. It will show you the differences in the tides. You know, it will show you tidal bulges and how they are actually working. You know, so that's pretty cool.
Did you search for Oumuamua in Universe Sandbox yet? I wonder.
We did earlier. I did, but I don't. It had. I showed you Oumuamua. We were going circling around there, weren't we? Or was that in the Space Engine?
No, it's in Space Engine. I want to know because I just want to see what would happen if Oumuamua hit Earth.
Yeah, I know. That's what I want to do too. Let's do this. Let's go.
Great, and I thought of it.
No. You didn't think of it.
Oumuamua.
Great minds think alike. Yeah, you thought of it too. And then there's that.
And then there's that.
Okay, let's hear.
I guess it would be under.
Under Oumuamua.
You might have to use its official designation.
I might have to spell it right too.
O, U, and 2 kisses.
Moi.
Yep.
Oops, I did.
M-U-A-H, M-U-A-H.
No, not a H.
Yaha.
Oumuamua.
Oumuamua.
Yeah.
Oumuamua.
It's not there.
Oumuamua.
What was the official name for Oumuamua? I gotta go find that. I don't remember.
How dare you make me use Google at a time like this?
I know. Terry Groff, brother, what's going on?
Terry Groff.
And Soul Cut. How you doing, man?
Soul Cut.
Yeah, you guys, I know that I'm not live with the Observatory and SkyTour LiveStream West yet, but we did do a computer test of the machine out there, and it works great thanks to Marianne Robb, who's also in the chat. So please show your love for Marianne. She has spent countless hours, weeks, months helping to organize this SkyTour LiveStream West facility. Okay, and I think that's great. You know, Donald Kunzer, how's it going?
Let's see.
Okay, what do we got?
Let's see here. Yeah, so it's Oumuamua.
Yes.
And its official designation is... It is 1I 2017 U1.
Okay, don't move on that, because I might have a better way of finding that. Hold on.
Just type in space turd.
Yeah, that'll work.
Wouldn't you dude? I would laugh so hard if it did.
I know, huh?
Because you know what? We almost got our conspiracy theory off the ground. It was being repeated on other channels, like conspiracy channels. We almost had them.
Really?
And if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, me and Mark decided to come up with a conspiracy thing just to say during a stream to see if any like of these channels, these conspiracy channels, will pick up on it and run with it.
Yes.
So what we did is we said that Schiller Crater on the moon is where Oumuamua was parked.
That's right.
And that's that indent. Because if you look at Oumuamua and you look at Schiller Crater, they look identical. It looks like a place that, you know, Oumuamua could have been sitting before taking off.
Right.
So we said it in plain, you know, without questioning it. We just said, yeah, that's where Oumuamua was parked. And, you know, it then took off from the moon and it was flying through space.
Mm-hmm.
And we did have a couple conspiracy channels pick up on that and start repeating it. And I was waiting for like the blowback, you know, either from the scientific community going, what the hell are you guys talking about? Or, you know, from the conspiracy theorists coming to, you know, is that really what's happening?
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you look up Schiller Crater on the moon and then look up Oumuamua and tell me it doesn't look like a perfect parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to thank the people at P&K that are watching on P&K channel for going ham with the thumbs up. Wow, you guys aren't joking around.
Yeah, they doing well.
I don't even know if your things are updating for me, Mark. The how many thumbs do you have on your screen? Are you watching the YouTube feed?
Well, I'm watching the live feed. I don't watch YouTube feed.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Yeah. Okay. Well, then I won't embarrass you by telling you.
That I have like 2.
No. You have like 17. You're good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to 1,700.
No. 63.
All right, that's pretty good. That's good. Hey, look, if you guys
Okay, people, man, you guys rock out. What can we say?
Yeah, and you guys
You
need
know?
to also, come on over to this channel. And
Absolutely.
join
If you guys
us.
aren't subscribed to SkyTour LiveStream with Mark, right up there, it's a pinned comment at the very top. You just click on that. You can run over there and subscribe to him if you want to check out some. Oh man, just what don't you do on this channel? But galaxies, dual star systems, nebula, just the works, and especially with SkyTour West about being ready to getting very close, I should say.
Yeah, actually.
It's going to be interesting because we're
Thanks
going to have
to
some
you.
very clear. Wow, look at that thing.
Thanks to you, all the equipment is out there.
Yep.
That's
Thanks to
right.
me and my last nerve in my elbow.
I know. Keith was injured on the trip.
Oh, I wouldn't say injured.
You wouldn't?
I would say that my arm was resting on a window to a van for 2,200 miles, and 4,400 miles with 10 hours of sleep. And it just so happened a nerve slipped past the muscle and came on the outside. I have some numb fingers. It's all in a week's work.
All in a week's work, resting on a window.
Yep.
I just don't find that to be. That's
But I think
painful.
next time I go out to out west, I think because I was even talking to Paul about this, and we were talking about Marianne,
Yes.
who's I might have left by now. I know she's by her chat there.
She's gone.
That we were gonna
be
try to do a 2-week out that way.
Mm.
But see, we like Paul likes to go in like October. Like that's his like prime time because
Well,
he
he
can
has
get
to
away.
come
It's
out.
not too busy at the mall. He can pass things off.
He has to come out because he has to install the telescope in the observatory.
Right. So we're thinking October maybe to do 2, maybe even 3 weeks.
Okay, well, we're going to have to make that coincide. I'm actually going to be there in Marianne. It's November, right? Is she still here?
I'm not sure. She did say by her. I mean, she goes to bed at like 4:30 in the afternoon. So, but Tara's still, I believe, around, and she can always relate.
Tara, when's the MUFON boot camp? Because they asked me to teach that again.
Boot camp.
Yeah. Boots on the ground.
This is how you see a UFO.
Well, we did.
This is what to do if you find one.
Yeah, I do the astronomy segment.
Dude, are they really calling for more snow this weekend?
I'm afraid so. I got 15 inches and I have 6-foot drifts out there right now. And I had, it's amazing. The plow truck got stuck in my driveway.
Nah. Well, I mean,
A guy, not my truck. I mean,
you do
I
have
used
a,
to use I had a
you have a
Kubota
weird
tractor.
driveway.
I have a, it's 150 feet long. I had a Kubota.
Well, not that. You have that like, kind of like a little dip at the bottom before you
it's
start heading up the hill.
It's a slope. It goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solkut
Oh,
says,
see, now they're saying the models are going to be in agreement. Like these 2 low pressure systems are supposed to stay apart, and now it looks like they're not gonna. And now even for down here, they're calling for 48 inches. Giggity.
48 inches. Or
4 to
8.
8. Pay attention, D'Antonio.
Hey, what can I say? It was the A/2017 U1. Is that what you're saying?
Great. Now that I closed it.
Yeah. Stop
He actually Soulcut posted in there. 2017 U1. Yes. Good job, Soulcut.
Thank you, Soul. It's not in here as that.
Figures.
Yeah, the weird thing is, though, Oumuamua was in here because there is an entire downloadable, not download, but scenario where you can actually watch Oumuamua go by the sun.
Is it an expansion pack for it, maybe?
No, it's actually.
Oh.
But you know what?
Or maybe because of copyright, they had to call it Giant Space Rock.
No, there's no copyright on NASA stuff.
Yeah, that's a little thing what we call in the community a joke,
You
Mark.
own all that stuff. You paid for that stuff.
Trademark, pay me.
That's it. That's right.
Tara says it's in November.
Okay, so that's what I was getting at. So I think it's like November 5th through the 8th or something. Thank you, Tara.
Figures.
Yeah, and so when I'm out there,
Well,
I'll be out there in
maybe
November.
we'll shoot for the end of October, and then you can come out the end of October and just stay then. And once we leave and do your
Well, I'll be coming out
do your
again.
Boy Scout camp
Yeah,
or whatever.
if I'm not out there and staying there, the idea is for me to come out there in end of March now because I have to get the vaccine.
Right.
So when I get the vaccine, I can fly with impunity and walk in the plane and say, "Ha ha, I'll wear my mask," but it does nothing anyway.
I do worry about you with your health problems.
I don't
Stay
have
safe
health
out there, buddy.
problems. I thank you, but I don't have health problems. I actually talked to my doctors, and
Are you kidding me?
yeah, believe it or
You
not,
have the most mental health problems of anybody. Oh, you're talking about regular health problems. Oh, no, not that.
don't talk about that. Yes, no, don't talk. I don't want to. Shut up. Oh my gosh, I'm in a fight with myself again.
He does not have any mental health problems. He's a schizophrenic.
No, want to see the moon? Let's go see the moon.
Well, no, you did have the brain stuff done years ago, and we just
27
don't know
years
how it
ago,
affects that.
and then
Just in case, as a precaution. I
yeah,
do worry
yeah,
about it.
you know, I
Hopefully,
had,
you'll be good.
I had a few little issues there with the heart valves. I had their heart valves replaced because they went,
Exactly.
I had two heart
Well,
valves get
that's what I'm saying.
infected.
Just be careful. We can't afford to lose
Yeah.
anybody else.
No,
So just
I'm not
be
going
safe.
anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Yeah. Put a mask on. Shut up. Sit down on the plane and go out.
Well, I
Okay?
always do. I follow the rules. I always follow the rules. But you know something, and this is something that some of you may not know, is that the plane's air is cleaner than most office buildings. It's got triple HEPA filters. They are actually the cleanest air anywhere. If you could put a tube,
Yeah. Until you
you
got
could put
some
a
dude
tube-
farting in a recycler. Yeah.
if you could
Clean
put,
air, huh?
if you could put a tube up there and put it right up your nose, that's gonna, you would never catch anything. Okay, it's just it would be
Except for
uncomfortable
dry
traveling with a
mouth.
tube up your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but frankly, it's the cleanest air anywhere because of the way they filter it. So they say you're breathing recycled air. Technically, that's true.
Yeah,
However,
but
that
all it takes is
recycled
one
air.
dude like turning their head and coughing on you.
Well, that's not the same as what I'm talking about, though.
Well, I know. I'm just
You're right.
saying.
You're right. But again, the safest place on the plane to sit during the pandemic is at the window, and I never take anything but the window. I've flown a lot during the pandemic. Never got it.
Yeah.
Still haven't.
Good.
So, I think I might have had it in last February, because I was speaking in Las Vegas, and I got really sick and couldn't breathe for like 2 or 3 days while I was out there.
Yeah.
And then
That's
I-
called pot.
Yeah, no, well, it's actually called. I thought it was the cigarette smoke from the stupid casino there, because it was in a casino, and so it was hard to breathe. And I thought maybe that was it. And I'm still thinking maybe it was, but
It might have been.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're sensitive to that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't like that stuff,
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is,
you have a vocal cord issue too, don't you?
yeah, I have one that's actually paralyzed,
Yeah.
because when they did the operation to fix the heart valves, they got a clot got away. You know the story, and went to the brain.
Right.
And when they tried to wake me up, I couldn't wake up. Then they told my family that I was probably not going to make it. And then they put me in a medically induced coma. And during the coma, I was wide awake. I could hear them talking about me. I was locked in. It's that locked in thing that you always hear about. And I'm in
Yeah,
there.
that reminds me of that Metallica video for one. It's about a guy that was in a war, and like he looked like total vegetative state, but he could hear everything,
Yeah.
and he's like thinking to himself in his head.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's scary. That's like one of my biggest fears.
That's what I was. I was
Yeah.
like that for 5 days. And
Oh,
And during that time, I heard them talking about, he's probably going to be quadriplegic and blind. His visual center is all but gone. The strokes have destroyed a great portion of his brain, blah, blah, blah. I heard it all. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine.
explains a lot, but
Well, I said,
no, but just oh man,
I
that had
said
to
I was gonna
hell,
be fine.
5 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, and I was awake. And so, and during that time, the most odd thing happened. I found that I could remember everything I ever did, and I could go to any point in my life and just relive it. I guess when I was like a head in a jar, like Futurama, okay,
Nice.
that's what I felt like, the Futurama head in a jar, because nothing was connected. It was all gone. I figured, wow, I can really connect with everything I've ever done.
Listen, all I'm saying is be safe.
No, I will.
Take the extra precaution.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Or I'll have to take you around, smack you around a little bit.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
dislodge a few other things. That's fine.
Yeah. We don't need to lose anybody else. Just
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Well, just making sure.
No problem. No problem.
Tara, you're in charge when I'm not around out west.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Put a mask on this guy. Wrap him in bubble wrap.
Yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to do the bubble wrap.
Yep.
Here, let's
As
take.
soon as he gets on the plane, he's off my leash.
Let's take.
You're taking over when he lands.
I want to put a brown dwarf in orbit around the Earth.
Do it. Actually, maybe you should make it come in through the solar system. Just to watch all the planets go crazy. Just send it right through the middle of the solar system and see what happens.
Okay, let's do that. Let's just get.
Are y'all ready for this? Oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna take a brown dwarf. We got to make it really dense too.
No, I got it already. I already have the brown dwarf.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll choose a brown dwarf. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so here's our.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a brown dwarf flying by Uranus.
Notice that the silence. No one said anything, Brian. All right, and we're gonna launch this through the solar system. So let's go and grab this brownie right now. Where is it?
That's exactly right, Dang. And I said the same thing to Bill too.
What's that?
He says that how Keith shows his love and concern. That's exactly right. Threatening to smack people around.
That's what he does.
And Teddy's still around. I love seeing Ted back in the chat. It's been a while. Good to see him back around.
Yeah, it's nice to see you, Ted.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just
flinging a brown dwarf through the solar system.
I'm trying to find the brown dwarf.
So you can let us know if you think that we would see it coming from a long time away. So all these Nibiru channels can just...
Exactly.
We'd be tracking that thing centuries out.
We would.
Easily.
We would see the gravitational effects on Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, mostly.
Kuiper Belt.
Kuiper Belt, possibly.
Definitely.
Yeah. So where are the brown dwarfs, man? Come on.
They're by Uranus.
There we go. Here's what we want right here. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay, now let's see if I can... This might launch too slow. Oh, no.
Oh, my Lord, it's ripping.
Yeah, where the hell did it go?
Great. We lost the brown dwarf. Okay, now there is a Nibiru flying.
It went a little too fast. Okay, let's...
Wow, that was... Man.
I had the launch velocity too high, apparently.
Wow. Obviously, it went right through our solar system. Nobody even noticed.
Well, no. I mean, it might have been that it ended up... Maybe I was actually picking something that was too... It was not quite the right size. Let me go back here. All right. What's the mass on this thing? Oh,
we can make our own.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say that. Well, you know what we could do? Many of the brown dwarfs will have the mass of several Jupiters. You know?
Right.
All right. Up to like 70 Jupiters. So let's take Jupiter. All right. And let's
double it.
Let's see if we can do that. Can we edit Jupiter?
Wait, can we double the mass of it and then make it a rock?
Well, brown dwarf isn't necessarily a rock.
Well.
So let's do this.
Man, look at all the planets. They're all lining up on one side of the...
I know. What's going on here?
Is our brown dwarf floating around?
I don't know. No, this is new. This is new. Okay, auto launch velocity is off. Well, let's just release. All right, there goes Jupiter.
Let's follow it. Where'd it go?
It's out there somewhere.
What is that thing down there?
Where'd it go?
Now we lost 2 brown dwarfs.
Well, it was actually new.
Send it from the sun outward. Maybe that'll help us.
Maybe that'll help. Yeah. All right. Let's just do that. Okay.
Let's pretend our sun just pooped out a brown dwarf and shot it into space. See what happens.
Well, we do have Planet 9 in Universe Sandbox down here.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and that's.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Is it dense enough?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's take a look. I gotta. How do you? You should be able to edit these things, though. You should be able to edit. Where do I?
I think you can somehow.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to edit these.
Professional that was here for
Yes.
Universe Sandbox. Please
Yeah.
tell us how to do that. If you're still here. Oh, Universe 9. Yeah, Universe 9, you're still in the chat. How do you take a planet and adjust its things? Its mass and...
Without launching it at something first.
Yeah.
I just want to take this guy right here. I want to take Planet 9 and adjust its mass. And I don't see a way to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I think it's almost time for Doritos.
No.
I forgot I had some Doritos.
Well, let's try this. Let's do this launchy bunch.
Okay, see it? You see it? And then it's gone. As soon as you move the
No.
screen.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, it's going to happen.
It's gonna
Go
hit
in.
the sun.
Zoom. Yeah, here it comes.
And exactly. It's like, burp. And the sun's like, oh no, it's gonna hit the sun. Oh, it's gone. It's like, psst.
Yeah.
However,
like somebody putting a match out in like a pail of water.
yeah, exactly. Psst.
That was very unfulfilling.
It's like, psst. Here's a very small star. This is Wolf 359. This guy, just to show you what would happen. Let's put Wolf 359 in orbit. Well, first of all, you can see the planets are still doing their thing. But just to be safe, we're going to completely start over and just bring in the solar system brand new again.
Just to be safe. And hello to Jello.
Hey, Jello, what's going on? Or are you talking about him in your chat?
Jello is in the P&K chat right now.
You guys in
He'll
PK,
probably venture over.
come on over here, man. All right, so now let's actually toss. Let's do this. Let's take Barnard's star, one of the second closest star system to us, and let's launch it, at our sun's direction. And then watch what happens to the planets.
Do it. Slow her down. Slow her down.
Where'd he go? There he is.
Where?
It's out here.
Barnyard star.
Barnard's star.
There it is. Okay. Keep your eye on it. Or can you track it?
I'm doing
There
it
you
now.
go. Cool. All right. Here it comes. Doon, 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 doon.
Right
Doon,
now,
doon.
the planets are all in planes of their orbits, right? Except for the asteroids, okay? So now you watch what happens as Barnard's star comes in. Watch what happens. All right. So as...
Sexy time.
Yes, exactly.
Very nice.
Yes, and Barnard's star is
Wow.
a red dwarf that's got a lot of flares going on, which is why you see the flares every now and then. Red dwarfs will flare, be flare stars. As Barnard's star comes into the solar system, you'll notice that some of the outer lying objects will be drawn to it. And you'll see that some of the changes in our solar system will become readily apparent. And if I focus on the sun, right, let's just grab,
Ooh, we should get some wobble.
well,
Eventually.
if it collides with the sun, we would get probably get a supernova.
Yeah.
Yeah, only because the stars will probably disrupt each other, and then that'll just blow away any semblance of possibility
Alright,
of a solar system.
Speed it up one. Let's
Just
see what
one?
happens.
How about 3?
Okay. That'll work. Here we go.
Okay, there we go.
Watch the planets.
Right.
We're already way going off planes here.
Yeah, you'll see that the planes are changing slightly. Saturn and now you can see how they're no longer. They're responding to this interloper here.
Interloper.
Yeah. I will be slowing it down here in a bit, just when we get closer.
Ooh, and where's it heading? It's heading not for, yeah.
Well, I
It's not
sent
heading
it.
for collision.
No, I sent it in a direction that would maybe take it away, but you see, it's going to curve toward the sun. It's already doing
Yep.
so.
Absolutely.
So now let's slow it down. All right. Okay, this is 14 hours per second. And let's see now. Look what happened to Mars.
Look what happened to our sun. It's arcing.
Yeah, the sun is already moving.
They're like, we're going to dance in the cosmos.
That's correct. Look at that. Look what happened to Venus. Venus takes off. Now, if you take, there they go.
Oh boy, here we go.
So the sun and Barnard star have now entered into a cosmic dance, which could leave them orbiting each other while disrupting the solar system. So now, you'll notice that from a long enough distance away, the planets may still orbit the common gravitational center between the sun and Barnard star, but Barnard star might be getting ejected right now from the solar system.
It did sweep pretty quick.
Yeah, so it might be getting ejected.
It might have the exit velocity.
Yeah, we call it the escape velocity. But you can call it the exit velocity if
I
you
planned
wish.
on it.
I thought so. And that is fine. Yeah. So let's back out a bit and speed up and see what happens. All right. So a chance occurrence. Now think about it. In all the years that the Earth has been here with the sun, 4.6 billion years, we've never had, in that time, we've never had a star come too close to our sun. There's no dark star on the other side of the sun as seen from the Earth. That would simply be a ridiculous possibility.
I think you're right. I think it got ejected.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Let's speed it up and see if it arcs again.
It might have been a hyperbolic path.
And it's
Out of here. And
Oh,
so
wait for
are
it.
most of the planets. Look at
Wow,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
A lot of
Look
the
at Mercury.
asteroids. A lot of the asteroids were ejected, and Barnard's star has.
I don't know. He's arcing again.
It could. It's arcing, but it could be.
Thousands of years.
Well, it could be like the same trajectory as.
Ooh.
Oh wait.
Ooh.
Oh, we're coming back.
What?
Say what?
Told you. See?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the only
Don't
gravitational.
ever question my smarts. I knew it was coming
It's
back.
the only gravitational center, so it had to just reduce its momentum.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes back again, this
Oh,
could be
that
a
might-
gravitational whip that destroys the solar system.
Yeah.
And we'll slow down for the big shot here because this is gonna be cool. Okay, so let's zoom in. Don't want to miss this. Barnard star is a tiny star compared to the sun.
Look, it's pulling the sun back up.
Yeah, the sun is going to react to it. Earth's going, no! Actually, if we looked at Earth, we'd probably find that
And
it's...
poor Venus. Where did Venus ever end up?
Now, let's hear. This is the yellow path. Okay, here comes Barnard's star.
And we're going to whip. And then,
It's actually not going to be as big a whip as the last one, maybe.
Ooh, no, it's not.
Shoo!
Whoa! Holy. Okay, that was a little bit.
That was whippage.
Gravity.
Whippage good. Do you gravity? Now let's see what the Earth looks like through all this. All right, so if we look at the Earth, all right, and we zoom in on the Earth, you'll notice that Earth has become more frozen. There's a lot more cold, and Earth will change in temperature. In fact, you'll notice there's some areas where the oceans are missing because the oceans have basically were boiled away or frozen and solidified. So there's places where we don't have any.
Ooh, Earth and Mercury. Ooh.
Yeah,
There's
no.
possibility there later.
Yeah, I don't know. But let's see here. Let's watch the changes to the Earth.
Ooh, their paths are getting close.
Are they though? Whoa! Look at that. Talk about a total disruption.
Right?
Yeah.
We got flipped on our astronomical heads.
Yes, we did. I think that's pretty awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's give them a fireworks show, Mark.
Okay.
Let's do two Octaruses flying together.
Well, wait a minute. Why don't we do something like Barnard's star colliding with our sun? Just show them what happened if a star collided with our sun. I mean, we have a normal star, a little tiny.
Because we want something to go boom. You mean to tell me you ain't got no snickerdoodles, no screaming memes?
Oh no, I'm telling you that if you okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You want to see collisions? I show you collisions.
Do it.
Okay. Let's take Sirius, the brightest star in our northern sky. Okay.
Are you ethereal?
Ethereal, and we're gonna launch it at our
right towards
sun.
the man bear pig.
Man bear pig.
Wow, that is huge.
And let's just reduce the
And
speed.
whatever that is,
That's
Mercury
Mercury.
is flying in.
Mercury just got incinerated. Right.
Right.
So if we had a star come in of this size, Sirius size, man, it would.
How pretty that would be.
That's actually going to be. Oh, this is
Lovely
going to be
picture of death.
Stellar fireworks.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and it happens really quick. And what happens is the stars get disrupted, and when they get disrupted, they literally.
So like slow it down to like super slow
I'm
when
doing
they
so.
get together.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be very visual when it does that.
Do do
Dun,
do do.
dun, 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 dun.
This is not a big deal. It's just two suns kissing.
That's all. Oh no.
Imagine the gamma radiation.
Yeah, imagine that.
Like, oh look,
The sun's getting irradiated with gamma radiation here.
Yeah.
Gamma rays.
This is total Incredible Hulk stuff right here.
Yeah. Now watch what happens. Okay.
Oh no, and the big one ate the little one. And now life ceased to exist.
See, what happens is when the two stars strike each other, then they will disrupt each other. Now you got two energetic nuclear cores doing fusion. When those two cores are brought into close proximity, then all of the stability, all the hydrostatic equilibrium, the balance of the forces pushing out to the balance of the gravitational forces pulling in, okay, are disrupted. And so the stars will collapse and will generate a supernova remnant, even if they're two stars that are smaller and can't do that on their own. But together, they can.
Let's speed it up and see what happens.
All right, well, you'll see that if you watch the planets, as the supernova remnant expands, you'll see that the planets now are heading out in their own little directions, and they vanish because they got fried in the supernova remnant. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they got fried. See,
And hello, Carol.
Carol's here. Carol, hey there. Hi, Carol. Carl, how are you?
Speed it up.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with the interstellar dust.
Actually, you know what's funny?
Liquid hot magma.
Yeah, the magma. What you can do with this too, if you really want to do
that
this,
expands.
yeah, it's like Crab Nebula. This is what the
Do it.
Crab Nebula is. And what you can do, guys, is you can take in here and you can actually hurl hydrogen into a center and have the hydrogen, mass collect, and you can actually keep doing that until a star forms. You'll actually see a star wink on. Poof. So you actually can create stars. It's amazing because it does the same thing, and all that hydrogen gas collecting in the middle like that, on the outside that gas pushes down from gravity, hotter and hotter and hotter in the center, higher pressure, and once it reaches 13 million Kelvin, it can then begin hydrogen fusion, and then boom, hydrogen fusion begins, and you get helium ash from that, and then the helium can be stoked as well if you keep adding hydrogen and mass. So you see, only Jupiter really survives this, and it doesn't look quite the same. Okay, Jupiter's got a little.
It's a survivor, though.
It is because it's a gas giant, and so it's kind of hard to disrupt the gas giant when it's so far away. Saturn's rings were probably destroyed. Actually, what's interesting
Yeah, but
is
that
you
was
can-
a big boom.
It was a total big boom.
You would have expected something of that size to
Yeah,
at least
I know, huh?
disrupt the rings or something.
Yeah. Now, see, let's try this. Ready for this? Let's suppose that a star happened, and let's say it's Proxima Centauri, just little Proxima, all right? And let's suppose that Proxima Centauri found its way into about half the size of Mercury's orbit. It happened to find itself around our sun. So there's Proxima. So it's going to tug on the sun a little bit, okay? And then they're going to do a little dance around each other. But what would that do to the Earth if Proxima suddenly showed up? All right? So here's Earth way out here, and let's see what would happen to the Earth. You know? So here's the planet, and right now, if we look at the average surface temperature, you'll see 14.3 C, 14.4, 14.5. Okay, the temperature's climbing, right? And that's the average surface temperature. In Fahrenheit, that's 58, okay? But you'll notice that it's getting hotter, right? And if we increase the time rate here, right, now you'll notice that it's 61, 63 coming up, right? And it keeps climbing. You'll also notice that the Earth's orbit changes drastically. And that's because when you add Proxima, you're adding more mass. And more mass means that the previous orbit that you were in is no longer valid. Earth is actually traveling closer to the sun and Proxima than Venus was. And now it's a little further out. So when you add more mass, then the orbits tighten up. All right? So now you get the Earth out here, and the average temperature on the Earth is 88, 89. Okay, now it's like 88.8. Now it's dropping because the Earth is now flying further away.
It's a balmy 90 degrees in Antarctica today.
That's right. It would be. Yeah, and so you can see now that Earth is still in orbit, but let's actually look at something here. Now you can see let's do this. We can take the sun, all right, and we can actually view the habitable zone. Okay, this is the habitable zone for both stars, okay?
Look at Mercury about to become livable for
Well,
a
there's
couple
Mercury
months.
there, but see, Earth is now not in the habitable zone. It's only now crossing into the habitable zone at the level of where Venus was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you look at the Earth now, okay, all right, you would see over time, you'd see the oceans drying up here, and Earth turning basically to rock.
It's so funny how they have a little habitable zone around Proxima.
Well, that's because there is. You know?
Yeah, but not when it's orbiting another sun.
Sure, I mean that'd be a
Think
habitable
so?
zone. Well, that habitable zone is okay. They're taking the stars separately. They're not giving you the habitable zone of the pair together.
Right.
The habitable zone is further out for the pair together. Okay, or I should say, because Proxima is so small, at the distance Proxima is orbiting, it doesn't affect the habitability of Earth. All right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Earth's surface temperature average now is 112.
It's survivable.
Yeah, you might think so, but a lot of the ecosystems are very sensitive to temperature.
Oh, yeah. And there's no agua.
Well, there's water. I mean,
Yeah, not for long.
maybe not. If the Earth, well, we should watch. Let's just go see.
Speed that bad boy up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, now we're up to 135.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It drops. Yeah, we would have seasons from hell there.
Let's just keep going until the Earth just dries up into
Yeah, look at it. It's actually
another moon.
162. Yeah, see, life on Earth is now extinguished.
Yep.
Yep. Life in the deep ocean.
Except for that
might
little
still
stinking
exist.
cockroach.
Yeah, life in the deep ocean could still exist. 167. Ooh, We got a massive whopping. We're up to the boiling point of water here pretty soon. 170, 160. Yeah, it keeps increasing. But it looks like it's stabilizing at 170, 180.
It's a very volatile orbit.
Yes, it is. See, that's why elliptical orbits may not be so healthy for us. You know?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think so. You think so? Yep. That's it. So there you go. So that would actually be, that's the answer. You know, there's no, you couldn't put another star in orbit around our sun, even if we made it on the opposite side of the Earth. Okay.
Okay. I have an idea.
Okay.
Let's put a black hole near Jupiter.
Oh. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think that a black hole near Jupiter would be kind of like the movie 2010, the year we made contact, right? Was it there?
I think so.
Yeah. So let's reduce the size of Jupiter, not size, spin. Get down, and let's get ourselves a black hole. This looks like a black hole, doesn't it? Now, what kind of mass black hole?
Let's do a smaller one.
Okay, so 1 solar mass. That's about the smallest we've got.
Which is equal to what?
1 times the mass of our sun.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
And what do you want to do with it?
We're just gonna kind of park it.
Park it? You can't park things.
Why can't you?
Everything orbits.
All right, so make it orbit around. Make it a little further out. Yeah.
Here?
Yep, that'll work.
Well, we should put it
Let's
within
just
the
see what
Roche lobe.
happens.
We should put it within the Roche lobe so that we can actually, see it do anything. Because otherwise, it'll just orbit like a moon. It's not going to do anything.
Okay.
All right.
You're the astronomer.
All right. Well, let's just make it work. Oh, well, that didn't work.
And there you go. You just made a sun. Good
did.
job.
That was crazy. That's not what I wanted to do. All these worlds.
There you have it. You heard it here first, folks. Put a black hole next to Jupiter, and we'll have another sun.
Well, it's 1 solar mass, so that was why. The mass of Jupiter was actually rather inconsequential. Okay, let's go back to Jupiter. Where are you, Jupiter? Hello, Jupiter.
Jupes. Let's count the rings, Mark. All the way to the right, above your box.
That's right, it's right there.
There you go.
Okay. I didn't see it. Okay.
Look at that. I did that with no training whatsoever.
You're good without training wheels.
Can't help it. Born that way.
Okay.
Stick with me, kid. You can learn a thing or two.
Yeah, stick with me, kid. You can learn a few things.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, see? You can find out where your father hides a whiskey every night, see?
You can be the 40s mobster guy. I'll be the French guy that finds everything impressive.
Yeah. Okay, see? That's all we're going to do it, see?
Yeah. What are you doing, Kappa? Okay.
Get off of me, Screw. Who do you think you are? All right, so let's I think the problem was I didn't make the black hole orbit properly. Okay, so when I put in a black hole, yeah, see, I needed to orbit properly. Wait, this is still Earth. I want a black hole. 1 solar mass black hole. Oh, see, it doesn't. Apparently, it doesn't let me orbit. Yeah, see, it just doesn't. Oh, look at that. Holy
wow.
cow. We gotta slow that down and watch it again.
Or maybe we back it off a little bit.
Well,
it's going to be like that. Maybe we back it a little further away from Jupiter.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's a good idea.
Like I originally said, let's put it in the Roche thing. Blah, blah, blah. Just eat the sun. Or eat Jupiter.
That's right. It did. See?
Man, I'm tired of being right.
Yeah, I'm sure that most
I wonder what would happen if you placed it between like Jupiter and Saturn. Like, would it be? I guess it would. Would it naturally orbit the sun?
It should. Okay, and actually, you know, a black hole, like anything else, isn't going to be stuck in one place in space. It will actually begin to orbit, or if it has any motion whatsoever, that's going to add to like an orbital velocity. So, what I think we might want to do here is let's try this one more time, and let's add a black hole. But I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to have it orbit. I want to have it launch.
You want to launch a black hole
I want to launch it. But they're so big that they're going to...
at Uranus. Okay, there's my Uranus joke for this 5 minutes.
So you know what we're going to do? We're going to launch a black hole at the sun from some distance. That'll be cool.
Well, that doesn't help us with Jupiter.
Oh,
I want to see the black hole suck Jupiter dry, giggity.
I know. I'm actually setting black holes all over the solar system here, one solar mass.
Wow, you're just yep. It's over for us.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
It's like 15 black holes. Why is the whole solar system just
Oh, did you see that? Earth just took off.
Yeah, Earth just said later. Ain't being a part of this.
I'm no longer viable.
Where's it going?
It's out. It's gone. It got ejected.
Like, well, yeah, but what did that?
Black hole. It orbited the
It
black
orbited
hole.
and shot it out.
Yeah, see right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there goes our sun. And now the universe is dark.
No, the sun is still there.
And not for long.
Actually, that's
With 1,
Let's
2,
focus
3, 4 black holes.
I know, huh?
It's like the planets are drunk.
Yeah. Black hole drunk. That's
Oh,
one solar
Lord,
mass.
look at this spaghetti.
I know, look at that. Wow. The sun's like going, I gotta get out of here. I must live.
What is this world coming to? Cats and dogs living together.
What's going on?
Our sun is just like out. He's like, nope, not even having it.
He's out of here.
Yep. What's that little thing that just orbited Mercury? Oh, okay. All the black holes are being attracted to one another.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I wonder what that's going to cause. A giant black hole, and it's going to suck the sun back. I bet you.
Well, their combined mass has to be,
it's slowing down.
their combined mass has to be combined first.
It's going to come back. It's
Well,
arcing.
It's curving around this guy here.
Yep, that's what's going to help it come back.
Mars is saying,
I'm out of here, dude. I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
Mars, Earth is going. It's already dropped.
our Earth has been gone. Earth is now a
Yeah.
frigid wasteland way out there somewhere.
It's like later, catch you in Andromeda somewhere.
Yeah, so if I click on Earth and we just look at its stats.
Look at that, still sunny.
No, actually, I think that we have to. I may not have the settings right for how it actually looks. There might be something.
It's a balmy 4 degrees. Uh-oh, what's this coming up? Coming up. Juno and Ceres?
Yeah,
Wow, those two got kind of close.
yeah.
And nope.
Wow, talk about this is solar system spaghetti, man. It's what's for dinner.
Once you failed, where
Shall
did
we-
that bring
Do you
you?
want to do this again and just try to be
Right
a little
back
more
to me.
regular about the black hole inclusion, or what?
No, I say you speed this up and see what happens.
Okay, well we can
Let's
do
just
that.
speed it up and we'll just watch all the lines go everywhere. Wow. And yep, cosmic quakes.
Seizure.
If Earth comes back from all the way out there, I'm gonna laugh.
Nah.
Well, Jupiter's on its way out too. It's like,
Cosmic-
nope.
Cosmic seizure.
Okay, so we have 1,
I
2,
think-
3. Okay, so we still have the same amount of black holes.
I think Saturn got Saturn's still there.
Oh, okay, our sun is escaping. It's like, I'm out of here. I got it. Dun, 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 dun.
Ding 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 ding.
It's escaping.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
What are those two little things up Oh, yeah.
The sun's like,
I made it. I lived. I survived.
The sun's heading for another belt of the Milky Way.
no,
It's
you
like, I
haven't.
can't take this anymore.
No, you haven't, because I'm putting 100 solar mass star black
Oh,
hole right
that's
near
not
you.
fair.
Now you're in trouble.
And,
Boom.
and it's still coming.
Shoomp. Shoomp.
Yep. All this ought to be interesting. It's like an inchworm. And whoop,
Yes, and you can't see it.
and whoop.
We're following it, so you can't see it. Here it is.
Okay, hey, listen. Put a bigger black hole, like the biggest one you can find.
Okay. All right. Let's do that.
Like somewhere around. this
Million
vicinity.
solar mass black hole. You ready?
There you go. Watch
Oh,
everything. Just
dear
get. Oh my
God.
lord.
I think the gravity is just a bit strong. Here we go.
I think I just saw the end of the universe.
I think you did.
Look, good to go for it.
Whoa, look at
Where's it?
Saturn. Saturn goes,
Where-
wow.
Ain't going-
The 100 million. That 100
Where
million.
is that? Where's the big black hole at?
Well, it's black. We can't see it.
Well, I mean, it should be marked with some 1 million solar mass, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Zoom in on that. Let's see what's all being sucked. Like Spaceballs. Suck. Suck. Suck.
That's right. We've gone plaid. Look at that.
I mean, it is just wow. Wow. Wow.
Let's see who that is that's stuck for an eternity now.
Yep.
Who is that? What?
That is the planet we call Dizzy.
It is.
What? I can't see it.
I know it's
going
still going too fast. I've slowed it down to just a few hours.
Hey, you come back.
Oh my gosh, Chiron and Haumea. Haumea, okay, interesting. That was way farther out in the solar system.
This 1 million solar mass black hole is no match for.
Hey, we're going to put the solar system back in here. And we're going to take a 1 million solar mass black hole and just drop it right in.
Do it.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's just gonna, like, as soon as you drop it in the map, you just go
Yeah, it's like
suck everything in at
it's
one
like,
time.
right, and you see the whole galaxy just spilling, drain, right down the
Right?
right
It's
down
like
the
somebody
drain.
pulled the plug.
I doubt that, but let's try this. 1 million solar masses.
Right next to the sun.
You think so?
Yep.
Well,
In between the orbit of Mercury and the
oh,
sun.
really?
Yep. See what happens.
Okay, well, here's the black hole.
Yep.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
horizon.
Remember, the event horizon is pretty large on one of these.
Count it down, people.
Yeah, there's
3.
no counting. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm going to drop this down. Let's go
Yeah,
to
because
one.
it might happen pretty quick.
Let's go to 1-to-1 time. Okay,
Okay.
we're going to go. Okay,
So this is what would happen
this
if
is in real time. Ready?
one just appeared all of a sudden.
if this appeared, hey Rudy, how you doing? If this appeared right there, okay, right in front of the sun, a 1 million mass black hole. There it is. And where's it going? Well, of course, it's going to take time to actually go anywhere.
Here we go.
But we're gonna watch what happens. This could be quick.
A little
This
bit.
is 20 seconds per second. All right, here we go. We got movement. Okay.
Oh, look at everything just diving.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's this new little toy?
I think the sun's just gonna go away.
It might.
I think it's just gonna go away. But let's see. All right, this is at 4 seconds per second. And here's our black hole out here.
Yeah, look how far it's pulled the sun already.
Yeah.
I mean,
my. This event horizon is substantial.
oh, it's gonna look so cool when it hits that black hole and all of a sudden just you get that ring.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see that.
No, I think we might.
It depends on our vantage point. I think maybe we need to be kind of, sort of here. But
This reminds me of Interstellar.
Yeah.
I want to end up in a giant galactic bookcase.
Yes, pushing books out.
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes.
Okay, let's slow it down.
And
Tantalizingly close. And then boink! It's like boink!
And there,
there it goes. And the
all right,
sun
let's
is
see how
going.
long it takes for everything else to follow suit, because now it no longer has the sun.
Well,
Everything else is just going to nosedive.
the only thing in the solar system was the black hole from the time it showed up.
Yep.
The sun was inconsequential before. So let's watch what
Do
happens
it.
now.
Do it.
Increases.
And Mercury's done. And Venus is done. And Earth is done. And here comes Mars. See ya. And then, oh wow, oh wow. And oh yep.
You're never done. Boy,
Wait, there's still more. Oh, where we go? Boy, thing is sucking like a Hoover. Hold on, back out a little bit and see if anything else is flying that way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jupiter.
here comes
Jupiter.
Uh oh.
Yeah, this one.
My lord.
There goes
Damn
Jupiter.
thing sucking like a Catholic girl on prom night.
Jupiter's gone. Wow.
Black hole was like storms. What storms? Oh, here comes Saturn.
Saturn is sitting there taking a sweet old time, but as you can see.
Oh, it's getting there.
Yeah, it is.
And
The way it goes.
wait, we're still waiting on your Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Is it enough of an influence?
There's Chiron. There's
here they
Uranus.
come.
There's
Here
Uranus
comes the
and
distant
Neptune.
relatives.
Uranus and Neptune are out there.
Yep. Oh,
They're
they're
heading
coming now. Giggity.
Boy. Oh,
And
boy.
Neptune's just like, I'm taking my time.
Boy. Boy. Oh, he got ejected.
Oh, he got out.
Boy.
Neptune got out.
Oh.
Oh, what was that?
Pluto?
No. Yes,
Yeah.
it was. Wow, Pluto escaped. What a little jinky bastard.
What a son of a gun.
He's like, yeah, call me a dwarf planet now.
Yeah.
Look who's still living.
Who's that dwarf planet, you has-beens?
Ah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow, they can't be ejected.
Yeah. Boy.
No, they're going to come back. And what was that? Oh, that one got ejected too. Wait. Wow. Looks like a Pink Floyd album.
And no, those are definitely ejected.
Oh, yeah. Neptune's gone.
So you see, black holes could be quite disastrous for us.
But they can also be quite useful if we're looking to whip some speed up.
Yeah, that's right.
Can we do wormholes in this game?
No.
I don't think we could, yeah.
The Navy actually just got patents for an Alcubierre drive,
Yeah.
Yep, they did.
Yep.
So
Give us the patent for the Icarumba drive.
Ay, caramba!
That's what you're going to say.
That's the one that your cheeks
What
are
was
on.
that? Just went flying
Your
by.
cheeks are on the back of your head by that because of the acceleration.
Right?
Here comes Sedna.
Like, oh my God, we're going so fast, I can see the back of my head.
And Sedna's like, and it's gone.
It does. It looks like a weird Pink Floyd album cover.
Yeah, it does. Called
It's like you're drawing
Space.
stick figures. Neptune's still gone. Wait, is it turning?
No.
Is Neptune turning out there?
No, not even. Look. It's back
Don't
way
knock
the
it till you
heck
try
up.
it. I mean, we are at some,
Look
a
at this.
billion solar masses?
Yeah,
What's
look what
look
Neptune
like?
became from all the radiation.
Wow.
Okay. It was actually turned into this is just, what this is? This is actually just the core of Neptune. This
Wow,
is
what's
not
the mass of
Neptune's
it right
mass anymore. It's 0.0252 Earths, okay? So let's look at it in terms of, say, the moon. It's only 2 moons in mass. That's what's left of Neptune. Okay, after an encounter
Serves
with
her
the black
right.
hole. In that close approach, being ejected like that, all of its atmosphere was stripped off. All that was left was the core, and part of that was destroyed too. That's probably what
It's
happened.
like a damn black hole suck the chocolate off a peppermint patty.
Yeah, but what's left?
Just left
Yeah.
the peppermint.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like basically ripping everything out of the orange, taking the skin, taking all the meat of the orange, and leaving only the one piece in the center.
Yeah.
That's all that's left. And of course, we think that, Neptune may have a metallic hydrogen core, so that could be what that was. Pluto's mass, well, we'd have to look at what it was originally too to see by comparison. But Neptune was actually quite a bit more massive than the Earth, and all that's left of Neptune is something only the size of 2 moons. That's a huge, huge difference.
Okay. Well, you know what? Before we wrap up for the night, let's make Stupider one more time.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for anybody that needs to know, that's Jupiter
you're gonna
and
see it.
Saturn on a collision course together
Yeah, that's a good
for the
one.
planet Stupider.
So the way we'll do that, though, is let's not do it with the solar system. Let's do it in empty space, shall we?
Okay.
So let's just do empty space. And
Empty space vacuum.
yeah, it's a new empty simulation. Here we go.
By the way, anybody that doesn't know, when they say the vacuum of space, it's not like a Hoover. Vacuum is just void of,
molecules.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just a
in space is anything but void of molecules. There's molecules everywhere we look in some places, and atoms all interspersed throughout the solar system. They're just very far apart. In fact, the moon even has a slight atmosphere. Did you know that, Mr. P and K?
What did I do?
Did you know that the moon, Mr. P and K, actually has an atmosphere, slight atmosphere?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Huh?
Yeah, a lot of sodium atoms, free sodium atoms, are actually floating around the moon. So that's kind of cool.
And some water bears.
And some tardigrades. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Come back in a million years, we'll have 7-foot pigeons walking around.
Pigeons. Yeah, and now you look at them on the Earth and like,
Hey man,
that
it worked in
that little
Sesame
tiny,
Street.
that little tiny
Should work
voice.
in real life. Yep.
Right. And here's Saturn.
bird.
Hey, bird.
There we go.
Okay, now we're gonna.
Now we're doing collision course, right?
Yeah, well, not yet. I'll just do one thing.
Oh.
Okay, so there's Saturn. Now you say, well, wait, where's the rings? We can add the rings, and I'm trying to remember how to do that. Oh, see, look, edit mode. I could have done it here, apparently. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, I got to add it like this. Grab this. Grab that. Get this. And now I think we come down here. And see, if we want to make it collide, we just, I think, zero the velocity, and then they'll collide.
Nice.
But see, Jupiter's massive, more so than Saturn. But look at that beautiful dance. Isn't that amazing? And I got to just put the rings around Saturn. And I got to figure that out. There's a way to do this. There is a way to do this. I promise you there's a way to do this. Actions, here it is. Maybe not this way. Okay. No, there's another way, but I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna take and open a simulation of just the planets. So we'll take Saturn alone, Saturn and moons, and then we'll add Jupiter to the mix. Okay. So here is Saturn with its rings. Okay. And what's neat is we'll turn off the orbits, or is it tracks? Which one is which? Yeah, there it is. Okay, and what we do is, if we look in here, okay, each of the ring particles, in interest of a simulation, are represented by separate particles here. We can increase this volume till the computer chokes, but this will give you a good idea of what happens when we add Jupiter to the mix now. And you watch the ring first. You watch what happens to the ring particles if we just add Jupiter in orbit. Okay? And I want orbit? What the heck? Why won't it let me orbit? This is not right. What's going on here? What am I missing? Oh, that's how
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to I want Jupiter to orbit.
Maybe it got sick of us making planets stupider.
No.
No, like no more.
No. We gotta figure that out. So what happened here? I want to just take Jupiter. And why does it do this? There's got to be some kind of...
Because you got the moons.
I don't want all that, though. Why is it drawing lines out there? I just want... Like, if I do that, what am I doing? Are they in orbit, or is it just going to be crashing into each other? Let's find out. But
Well,
first...
yeah, is Jupiter turning? I guess it is.
Maybe. Let's find out.
Yeah.
It's going to collide. Well, that's okay. We want that. But watch this. Watch the look at that.
Oh, just a little love tap.
More
That
so.
ain't the entire planet.
There we go. That's Jupiter right there. And look at the rings.
Dude, Jupiter just totally Pac-Man Saturn.
It did.
And now it's gonna suck in the rings. It's like eating your dessert first.
Yeah, I know, huh? Isn't that crazy?
Silly Jupiter. Classic Jupiter.
Chili Jupiter. Yeah.
Being silly.
Yeah. Now let's try a different way. Let's do what we said earlier. And we'll just do this like this. And the ring particles are almost inconsequential, right? But we're going to add Jupiter, all right? And then Saturn. And we want it in orbit, but a tight orbit. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's a tight orbit. All right.
And done.
And the tidal heating.
Ooh, fireworks.
Tidal forces have begun to operate on the two
How
planets.
badass would that be to see at nighttime?
Oh, you kidding me? It'd be a red glow in the night sky. See,
Just when the
Jupiter's-
two atmospheres collide and
Yeah.
it just makes all that
Well, Jupiter,
funny electric stuff.
Jupiter is actually incandescing, causing Saturn to incandesce.
Yeah, but if you click on Jupiter and bring it up in the view box, you'll start seeing the storm like change.
Well, I'm trying to, but there we go. There's so many particles that I couldn't grab it. Yeah, when you like if we collided a comet with Jupiter, you'd see these dark spots appear on Jupiter. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh.
Nope, not yet.
Oh, we're in big trouble now,
Oh,
Saturn.
a little bit.
You're in big trouble now,
Woo.
Saturn.
Woo.
You're gonna decay your butt.
Oh no, it might be stuck.
You think it's in one of those perpetual close proximity moves? I mean,
It might be because it
Tight.
keeps on whipping itself.
yeah, but tidal forces should actually be in place here.
I don't know. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
sparks,
We saw some.
sparks,
Yeah, there's some
More sparks.
tidal forces going on here.
sparks.
You
I don't see the storm on Jupiter anymore.
don't? Well, maybe we gotta rotate.
Yeah, possibly. Or there it is.
Yeah.
You figure that gravity would have pulled that thing by now.
Well, maybe not. But don't forget.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a collision. That was actually a collision that's going to cause drag on Saturn. So the tidal forces are actually operating on Saturn quite handily, I might add.
A little bit.
Let's just go whipping crazy by you. Here we go. Oh my! Look at it go!
Lasted longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just gonna keep on like pop rocksing.
But see, every time it does that, it's losing mass.
Yeah.
So over time, it's going to get smaller. Oh,
Eventually, Jupiter will pull it in.
yeah, you know what?
That's great.
Let's do something different. You know what I want to do? Really quick before we close up.
Sure.
And you know, like I said, we haven't even done a whole lot here, but let's actually end with the Earth. Okay, and let's take the Earth, and we want to toss something at the Earth. Okay, let's launch something at the Earth, and let's see, what do we want to launch at the Earth?
Let's do something let's do Pluto.
That's a good idea. Let's launch Pluto at the Earth. Well, this is how big Pluto is compared to the Earth, okay? So it's pretty big. All right, but we'll launch it anyway. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And so here we go.
Menacing.
Yes, deeply menacing. Your puny Earth will not survive.
Oh no.
Thank you, Chris. That's it. That's right. And here we go. So, head Pluto. Now, this is actually the kind of collision that could have created the moon, right? And depending on how it collides, you got to watch the junk that comes off. We could end up with large blobs that float around the Earth and coalesce.
Sick.
I've generated that before. But let's actually focus on Pluto, because then we can actually get right up close and personal. Pluto. Oh, here we go.
I know you get to see it. If you slow it down more, you can see it hit the atmosphere.
Yeah, and that's the point where the atmosphere would get compressed, and that was what you were saying before in chat about you getting burned up or feeling the heat. In that local space, that area right in between, that compression wave in there is going to heat that up something fierce. Okay. Okay, here. Let's increase it just a little bit.
I don't know. She's going pretty good.
Well, it'd be fun that once it finally gets there, you got to see it. It's just amazing to watch it collide in real time. This is 10 seconds per second. Okay. Okay, so now let's close it down to. All right, this is gonna be 66 milliseconds. Okay, this is about 1 second per second. This is how it would come in, about this speed. Okay.
Talk about waiting for death.
Yeah, but it's moving toward the Earth. It's coming in.
It'd be neat if Universe Sandbox opened up a thing where you could look from a planet's surface
and watch it destroy you.
That's something coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's here.
Oh.
See, this is what it would look like from some other location on Earth.
Here it comes. It's about to hit the atmosphere.
Yeah, and actually,
there's Captain Marvel.
You can see some glow here because Pluto has atmosphere in Universe Sandbox.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? Yeah, see, Pluto has some atmosphere in Universe Sandbox, you see? Yeah, you see? That's right. So Pluto will come in, you see, and Pluto's really tiny, I mean, it's only like the mass of like the tenth of the Earth, like 2/10 of the Earth.
Yeah, we say it's tiny until it's coming at your face through the atmosphere.
That's right. Well, hey, the Pluto ain't gonna mess with us, see?
Like, why can't Pluto just come in nice and slow like this and just kind of just sit and nudge the Earth? And then we have two planets connected together.
Yeah, that would be great, except there's some initial velocity there. And that's kind of hard.
We really are going 1 second per second.
We are. This is how long it would actually take in real time for this particular speed of approach, which is actually pretty speedy. If I go up to say let's see here. Hold on. Okay, there's 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch now. Okay, Pluto is now in the atmosphere.
And
there it goes. See the preliminary heat. That's what I was talking about right there. See?
Yep.
That's the superheated atmospheric concentration right there. That would happen right there. Now Pluto isn't even touching it yet, okay? Now Pluto's striking the atmosphere. Right there.
Here comes this follow this wave.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a doozy. We should be watching Earth in the up close view, like on the top right, so we can watch it dry up.
Yeah, how come it won't show me? There we go.
Just keep watching the planet. Look at how fast it spreads.
Yeah, and this is actually 1 second per second. I think I was going too slow before, sorry. But that's now, of course, Pluto is being crushed and smashed, and you're going to start to see fragments. There they are. Okay, see the fragments? That's what those words are. Fragment, fragment, fragment. This program will generate tens of thousands of fragments. So from a distance, it's like, oh, look at that. Earth has a pimple. Well,
Pretty.
yeah, pretty dead. So
Look at that energy coming off of that thing.
yeah, that's actually a lot of energy transfer there. Taking the kinetic energy that the planet has, which is the mass times the velocity squared, and it's converting it into heat. For those of you that watched our stream a couple Januaries ago, we actually caught a meteor striking the moon during the lunar eclipse, and when you saw it, you saw that bright flash. This bright flash. Well, that bright flash is what happens when kinetic energy is converted into heat. Energy of motion, that is, converted into stopping motion. Well, the only thing it can do is be hot. And you'll see Pluto transform into a chunk of fragments in a few seconds. I'm actually going to speed this up to 2 seconds per second. And
That's all it takes.
look at
Goodbye,
that.
California.
yeah, well, it's already gone because Baja California is feeling it.
Most likely you wouldn't even survive the initial shock wave.
Well, not someone anywhere near this area. Okay, so with the strike, okay, that's one thing, but the next thing that comes up is all these fragments, okay? And so this is the incendiary thermal wave with fragments that are rising off the Earth. And we can just accelerate a little more. Look at the shock wave there. It's heading out. And then there's... This is kind of fun music for this, don't you think? Hey,
Perfect.
Yeah. And now you see all these secondary impacts.
Yep.
If you thought you were, I mean, it's really a beautiful, well done program.
Crazy.
Yeah, so let me see what happens here. What's funny is I didn't see the big fragments. I think maybe we need to go faster.
Do it.
Yeah, I know, huh? Let's do it. Just one more. Just one more. Can we just have one more Earth destruction? Oh, okay, Bobby. Let's do that. Sure. Can we toss a whole planet at... No, let's toss the moon at it, Daddy. Okay, let's toss the moon at it. We're going to launch the moon at the Earth and see what happens. Are you ready, boys and girls? That's a yes. Boom. And there's the moon. Pleasant
Here
as
it
can
goes.
be. Oops. Did I say 2 moons?
Throw all 3 at them.
Yeah, I guess I did, didn't I? Oh my.
Oh no.
Africa bites the dust. Exactly. Yeah.
And just like that, humanity is gone.
And not quite. I mean, there's still some lights on in South America there. Up
Yeah.
in North America.
Yeah, after, 3 impacts?
Yeah, no. Interesting how in the physics of this, you'll see that it has red, it has orange, white, and then it has blue. Blue is the hottest, so this is blue hot. It's the hottest it can possibly be. So that's clearly fully molten area and vaporized areas. You'll notice also that Earth also has, with these other particles, Earth also has heated up quite substantially. So if we increase the speed, let's see, when I slow it down now, let's go check on the temperature of the Earth right now, the mean temperature. Oh, just a relatively low,
There we go.
831 degrees Fahrenheit, over 400 Celsius.
Yeah, it's a good summertime.
Yeah, it used to do this where it would dry up the oceans. Maybe at the setting that I don't have on, because the oceans should be gone right now.
I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock off the P&K stream.
Well, let's say goodnight first.
We can. Good night, P&K stream.
Oh, come on.
By the way, if you also want to, if you want to continue with Mark, I'm just shutting off the P&K part of the stream. If you want to jump over to Mark's channel, the link is up there in the top of the chat for the next couple minutes or so. So I'm going to shut down the P&K stream, and then we're going to say goodnight on SkyTour, I believe, here shortly.
Yeah.
So thanks for everybody for hanging out.
Yeah, it was a lot of
And
fun.
once again, if you want to join us for the last couple minutes, hit that link up in the pinned comment.
Ooh,
you can jump on over, subscribe, and
I launched Titan at the Earth.
hang out with us for the last couple minutes.
Oh my.
So, all right, P&K, we'll see you there. Yes, the moon does return very soon, and we shall be there doing it as well. So, all right, we'll see you over Mark's channel to say goodnight. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you in a bit.
Very good. So we made a molten Earth. All it took was slamming Titan into Earth. Yeah, look at that.
Earth.
You know, the updates to the program have made this really, really quite nice. You know?
Right?
Yeah.
It's always fun to come in here and just smash stuff together.
I know, isn't it? It's fun. Oh, yeah. Sure enough.
Now you're just making like a molten ball.
I am. I want to just like make it even. Remember Space 1999?
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
All right, and for the finale.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yes.
Just launch every planet at it.
Well, let's start it from an empty
Or
one.
400 moons. See if it freezes up.
It will.
I mean, it already froze up on me once. Skype did.
I have six cores in the computer, very fast, and it still reaches its limits. Okay.
Crazy.
All right. So what are we gonna bring in?
We're just gonna have Earth, and we're gonna just hit it with every planet.
Oh well. Really?
Sure.
Where'd it go? Oh, I launched it. I didn't even do that. Go away.
Get back here.
Oh, everybody's gone. Okay, so we're gonna say, and we'll put it still.
Yep.
And
Our little friend Earth.
Yeah.
Just one at a time. We'll just start throwing planets at it, starting with Mercury, all the way out to our little dwarf planet Pluto.
Okay. Do you want to launch the rocky ones only?
Let's see if we can turn Earth into a star with all this energy.
Oh, that might be a trick, but we can try it.
We can try it.
Actually, that's a good question, and that's actually a very interesting astronomy poser. Is could you turn Earth into a star if you hit it with all the other planets? Let's find out, shall we? Let's begin with Mercury. And here we go. Launch.
And kablowy.
Kabloom.
Next, Venus.
Venusians. Venusians around the world unite. And launching Venus.
And
Boom.
kabow. Ooh.
Did you hear those explosions?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, we don't. Now we're gonna hit Mars. Wait,
Yep.
where's it going?
Hey, get back.
Get back
Oh, we hit
here.
it so hard we knocked it on a...
Darn it all. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta follow it.
Yep.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and its mass is now
Ooh.
1.17 times the Earth, so not very much. Let's do it in terms of Jupiter's. Because we gotta come up to 80 times the mass of Jupiter, and we won't. Okay, in the solar system, we'll have to double up on some of the planets.
Gotcha.
So, let's go. I'm gonna double up on some of the planets here. Here's Mars. And Mars, go. Ooh. Okay,
Oh,
what does that give us now?
she's molten.
It gives us mass of 1.28 Earths. And now, let's go to Jupiter. You ready for this one?
Kabow. Wow.
Yeah.
It just ate Earth.
It's like,
All right, now smack. Smack Saturn into Jupiter. Keep on smacking them.
okay.
Keep on
so
plowing the next planets into Jupiter then.
now we'll say Saturn.
Yep, right into Jupes.
Wow.
Ooh.
See, because it's the biggest planet, it's not going to change too much, but we'll try it.
Hit it with 3 of them bad boys. You'll be all right.
Well, we're gonna try it first. Okay, Neptune.
Neptune's pretty big.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we got to find something that can destroy Jupiter.
Well, it won't destroy Jupiter. It's gonna convert it. Let
Same
it turn
difference.
into a star. Okay, so now the mass is 0.424 Jupiters because it lost mass in this process. So, why don't we just keep launching Jupiters at it?
Yep, let's keep on launching Jupiters at Jupiters.
All right, here we go.
See if we can make a star. Whoa. Keep her going. Keep her going. Yep.
Right? Right?
Your computer's like, help me.
No.
Yeah,
no
looks
help
like we're
for
just
you.
stuck. Can we shoot a nuke at it?
No hope for you.
I think Jupiter's broken. Because last time, man, that spot was just disappearing and...
There might be settings that have to be set too.
Yeah.
We're only up to 1.0 times the mass of Jupiter. It's still not there yet. So let's try something else.
It's like, where do you keep getting all these Jupiters?
I know. Where do you get them from? Here we go. Now we're going to try this. We're going to just take Jupiter, set it out there. Okay. All right, like this.
Okay.
As a still. We're going to put it as still, okay?
Okay.
Don't you know that, Kyle? You're not supposed to talk to people like that, Kyle. Okay?
Okay.
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 Yeah. So let's see now. Now we'll launch Jupiter. At Jupiter. Yeah, launch. Here we go. Oh. Come back here.
Hey, look. You hit it so hard it knocked it back the wrong way.
It did. Okay. It loses a lot of mass when the collisions occur. Well, let's try this. Let's do this launch again. Oops, I missed
It's
one.
like cosmic billiards.
Cosmic billiard balls.
I just don't think we're going to get Jupiter to blow up.
Oh, don't be so sure.
That was weird.
How many Jupiters does it take? Look at it. I'm trying to find the mass here.
Well, it's not spinning how it should be anyway.
Yeah, no, it's just not. Yeah, it's not. It's just not It's not doing it.
Well, you can't say we didn't try.
No, that's correct. Well, okay, folks. It's Universe Sandbox. It's a lot of fun. And then you've got Space Engine, who's sitting here going, yay, they're back. But no, Space Engine, we're gone. We're actually about to quit. And then if you don't like Space Engine, that's one of our shots we took in the observatory here. Then we also have, where was the last one I was looking at? Space, oh yes, of course, it was over here. And then we have, of course, the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter Quick Map, where you could zoom in on the moon down to impossible levels, where you can see individual boulders. This is Copernicus crater, and you're seeing craters that are only 20 feet across down here, 10 feet across.
Woo, Copernicus.
Yes. This is Kaepernick's colon, or colon's Kaepernick. I'm not sure which way you want to put it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, LRO is definitely a good site to have.
Yeah.
And it's free.
LRO Quick Map, yeah, it is.
That's where your tax money goes.
Yep.
To NASA.
Yeah, well, it's all worth it. So make sure you do that. And if you don't want to look at the other side of the moon, well, you can actually look at the far side as well. And here's the far side of the moon. Okay. And again, you can zoom in as far as you want until you get down to this really tiny resolution level.
You can even see the Apollo sites and the flag and the modules.
Yes, you can. You can see a lot of that. And if you actually want to go visiting the moon in a more total enveloping way, then you can actually go into the Lunar Globe 3D projection. And then you now have something else you can do. You can actually do this and rotate the moon any way you like and zoom in almost to the same level as you can in the previous projections.
Damn right.
Yeah, sorry.
That's how we roll.
Yeah, that's how we roll. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, of course. Well, there you
ladies
go.
and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
today.
thanks for coming on and hanging out with us. Keith called and said, "You want to stream tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to do something. I haven't streamed in a long time. I got withdrawals. I want to talk to people. I want to have some fun." So we figured we would do some Space Engine, Universe Sandbox 2, and then Quick Map. But obviously the Quick Map we didn't really get too far. Unless anybody has some thoughts or what they'd like to see, we're about to call it for tonight.
Well, maybe we'll do a quick map yet, because you're still not going out to Arizona till what, March? So
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, we'll have some more nights, and plus, we'll be streaming the moon again here shortly. So
Yep.
you'll probably be on with us again.
Yeah, tell me, Keith, you're going to be doing any more streams of the moon anytime before, for this cycle or no?
Since we're in the waning cycle, unless we get an urge to do like a early morning one.
Okay.
I'm not sure how the schedules line up, but once we hit waxing again, we'll be on it.
Okay. In the quick map, you can also pick any crater and orbit the crater like this. It's really a lot of fun. You can change your perspective, and it keeps orbiting. Then you click off that guy right there, and you can go back to looking at the moon. You can move anyway. This is in the 3D globe view. I particularly like this view because you can get right down to the surface and see what Plato crater, for instance, would look like from the surface of the moon. Some distance away, it looks just like a raised hill. That's actually the edge of the crater rim, see?
Yep.
Really cool. Really cool.
Hot.
Yes. It's about 430 degrees in the sun, as you'd feel on one side of your spacesuit, and in the back side it'd be minus 200 or 300 degrees. So it's a pretty...
Bring a high SPF.
Yes. I am tired,
Well, then go to bed, Mr. D'Antonio.
I had a good time with you guys tonight. Thank you for coming along.
Yeah, me too.
And I had a good time showing you guys these different fun little applications. And if you have any ideas, let me know. You can reach me at SkyTour Radio at kgraradio.com. SkyTour Radio at kgraradio.com, or you can reach me at MUFON Analyst, MUFON Analyst, at gmail.com.
And you can reach me at sexystud69 at Hotmail.
Oh,
Is that even still a thing,
I don't
Hotmail?
even. Yeah, Hotmail's still around.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Though. Well, Mark, thanks for having me on. Thanks for chilling out.
It was great to see
Fun
you.
times.
Yeah, great to hang with you.
Fun times.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, guys. Look, we got this. This is the observatory concept for out here. See, roof's coming off, right, off and on like that. Okay, and we can just, and I like this because I can just bounce it around and it follows the accurate physics. I like it.
You don't have to play with it, son. It just has to be functional. That's what Grandpa always used to say.
And that's enough of this.
Right?
Okay. Keith, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.
Always.
It was great to have you on. Guys, you have a good night. Thank you for coming along, and we will be back again. Unfortunately for you.
Oh, and by the way, the tip for the night. We
Yeah.
always like to leave you with a tip.
Okay.
Your tip for tonight is don't fart in a bubble bath. And if you do, don't pop the bubble. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Then he runs out the door and slams the door, leaving me in here to go. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys have a good night, and we will,
Later, guys.
We'll talk to you on the downside of this, somewhere on the other side of this. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
All right, man.
Signing off.
All right. See you guys. And there's that.